Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. What is happening? What is crack-a-lacking? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am joined by three fantastic, wonderful fantasy football minds. Shout out to PPR Tips, who joined us late. So I'm going to introduce everybody one at a time here. Good to see you as well, Who Hames. So PPR Tips, the floor is yours. Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? Let them know who you are, where you're from, what you do, and as long as you'll love me. But before we do all that, guys, we are here to answer 100% of your start-sit questions. So fill them into the chat. Head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe, ask your questions. We're going to answer them and try to read all of your comments. And we're going to go through every single game on the Sunday and 2 Monday Night Football game slates. We're going to cover it top to bottom, talk about who we like, betting props, starts, sits, you name it, we got it. So we're going to take care of everybody and head on in. But PPR Tips, Jared, the floor is yours. If anybody calls you Tyler today, we are fighting. I'm telling you right now.
No, I appreciate that. No, pretty simple over here, but PPR Fantasy Tips. Find me on Twitter, X, whatever you prefer to call it. Always happy to interact, talk football, talk fantasy football. Really, I just, started the page for fun, just like to, try and help people win their leagues and have some fun myself while doing so. So, follow me there and looking forward to answering some sit me start and getting through some fun stuff on the show today.
Love that. Who Hames? Welcome in, buddy. You just made it at the nick of time. Yeah. Good to see you, brother. What's up? Tell the folks who's watching who you are, where you're from, what you do, and as long as you freaking love me, my friend.
I'm Who Hames. I do a lot of DFS stuff over on Underdog, quite a bit on Drafters as well. A bunch of best ball. I'm an addict like the rest of us. That's all there is to it.
Hell yeah. And please go subscribe to my guy, Who Hames, if you have not yet. Dude is a freaking beast, and he's got the greatest beard in the game. And then up top with me, my co-host with the most, my brother from another. I thought you were going to bail. I started calling you Bailey Zappi, but he was just in a movie. This is my guy, Sleez Bomb. Sleez, please introduce yourself to the folks in case they don't know who you are and what you do. And hell yeah, let's go.
What's up, boys? Good to have PPR Tyler in here, a.k.a. Jared. We got Who Hames. Dude, the beard looked like it grew a little more, man, from yesterday. What's good? It was good to have you on the show. Derek, a.k.a. Sleez Bomb. My Mind is a Weapon fantasy football show. You can find it right there. And you can find me across every platform with that. And I'm ready to dial in, man. Smash the questions. Let's get it going. You can't get a better panel than this.
Hell yeah. So before I'm going to do anything, I got a weird flex, and I'm going to play the weird flex. A lot of you must have seen it so far today, but it made my heart happy. Shout out to the guys from Fantasy Pros today. I was literally just listening on the car ride home from visiting my dad, and this honestly was just surreal.
In fact, Seth, at the Fantasy Football Expo in Canton, Ohio, a couple months ago, I was at George's Lounge, our favorite place, arguing with half the bar that Trey McBride should not have been considered the tight end one in fantasy draft. And
I was there as a witness. Yeah, 3 a.m. Fitzy was doing it. Well, still doing it.
Debro was part of it. I mean, I was like John Wick fighting half the bar on this. I had to argue with our 6'8" friend Andrew, a.k.a. Disco, a.k.a. Big Draft Energy from Big Drafters HQ. Yeah. I think I was also arguing with John Daigle and Ian Hartitz. And, of course, I was arguing with Debro, the head of the National Trey McBride lobby.
And, even Sleez was there with me, and that was an unreal night at George's. I'll never forget that night.
Super sober, dude.
The soberest I've ever been in my entire life, for sure. But honestly, that was a fantastic night, and what a surreal shout out. Thank you, Pat Fitz, and thank you, Debro, for that shout out. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into it. The chat's popping, and we're here to cover you guys. Now, just in case we are going a little slow, we always prioritize and prop up the people who do leave super chats. So if you want to get an answer immediately, you don't want to hear me babble, or you guys don't want to hear another weird flex, because I got plenty of them stored in the clips department, then please leave a super chat. Any amount will get prioritized to the absolute top. So Javi was the first comment. Good to see you, Javi. He says, yo, BDE, Sleez, who's PPR Fantasy? I don't know your name is. His name is Jared. He's like, what is up, all you beautiful people? Thank you for taking the time to do this with us tonight. We got you, brother. Hoosiers, baby. What happened with the Hoosiers?
Indiana won.
Who are they playing?
I was just guessing. I have no idea. Oh, Oregon. They're about to beat Oregon. Knock them off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez, Louise. Is that against Oregon? So don't both teams have? I know more from Oregon's. Like,
Yeah, they're up 10 with 2 minutes left.
It's over.
But that Indiana quarterback, he's also really good. He's got some sort of Spanish name. I forgot what his last name is, but he's really good. What's his name? The Indiana
Fernando Mendoza.
Yep, definitely a Spaniard. That's cool. All right, Javi says, so huge trade went down out of nowhere yesterday morning. My brother was interested in Rice for Kittle and I finally made an offer in headline. Wow. None other than CMC. That's insane. Sick. What's up? Weird flex question. Would you start Michael Carter or Shamiri DK? My league is broken with return yards. DK is solid 15 to 20 every week. So PPR tips, we'll let you answer this first, and I'm going to try my hardest not to steal every answer first, guys. I'm going to try to leave it to the panel. I want to host more.
I mean, if Deke is 15 to 20 points every week with return yards, I mean, you start him. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
interesting settings there, but yeah, no, 15 to 20. I'm starting that person every week. I'm not riding on the RB3 of the Cardinals that has a starting job now.
It kind of reminds me of the Scott Fish rules last year. Anybody else want to touch on this? And thanks for tuning in, Jonathan Santiago.
I'd say, do you think they're going to be punting a ton in a Raiders-Titan game? I'm starting DK all day if they are, because there's no points going in that game.
Good point. Who?
Yeah, I agree.
DK. Okay. We got that. Jacoby Myers or Travis Etienne in the flex. Also Olave or DK. Who, Hames? I'll let you go with this one first.
I'll say Etienne. It's a better matchup than people think. And DK's not really getting volume. He's getting there every week, but not with volume.
Okay, so you're going with Etienne, and you're going with
or DK. Okay, yeah, I would take DK over Olave though.
Okay, Sleez.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
I'm going with Etienne. Easy on that one. You can't trust Geno Smith. He looks absolutely like the worst quarterback in football. And I would say between Olave and DK, I think you're both safe with the floor. I'd say DK has a higher touchdown upside, and Cleveland's weak against the pass. Oh, no more than the run by a mile. So I go DK, but Olave could pop play in the slot with Gonzalez guarding Shaheed. So, I mean, it's close.
What about you, Mr. Tips?
Yeah, ETN for me, for sure. He's averaging like 15 fantasy points per game, at least in PPR leagues. Myers, I like him. I've always been a fan, but really can't trust Geno, like the guy said. And then I'm going for the upside with DK. Olave is about as safe as it gets with his target volume, but DK coming back to Seattle, I'm taking a shot on that.
Now, like, what if so I'm just going to intervene here, and like, I'm not going to necessarily answer it. I'm going to just ask the panel a question. We could start with you, PPR tips here. Like with Travis Etienne, don't you think he's been like touchdown dependent? And when the touchdown work hasn't been there, do we feel like there's still similar upside? Because he hasn't been really the most targeted running back in fantasy, and Trevor Lawrence doesn't really target his running backs as much as we like. Do we still like him even if there's no touchdown equity potentially in this matchup?
Yeah, I think I still like him. I mean, hold on, I'm looking up his stats to see. He's had, so I guess 3 out of his 5 games, he's scored a touchdown. I definitely think if he's going to put up 15 or more points, you're likely going to need a touchdown from him. I'm still willing to trust it. Although I'm not a Trevor Lawrence fan. They're playing well. They're winning games, and all he needs is a couple opportunities, and maybe he can sneak one in there. That's just a situation where I'm gonna say start your stud, and I'm just riding with Travis Etienne.
I respect. I also like the higher implied point total. Now, Sleez, who, Hames, whichever one of you want to answer this next one about DK Metcalf. I read a statistic that this is one of the lowest yards per target that he's ever had in his entire career. And like when you look at DK Metcalf and what he does historically, he's been like a deep ball monster. He's just, we got lucky 2 weeks ago where he took a little dinker and he took it to the house. But like, is this sustainable, and how high is his actual ceiling or floor with this new usage that we've seen with Aaron Rodgers just not really throwing the ball deep whatsoever?
Well, for me, like I was pretty out on DK Metcalf all preseason, but like part of it is because all of he's ever done is go balls and jump balls, right? But they have introduced like the drag routes with him quite a bit, like which is one of Aaron Rodgers' like mainstays. So he's going to pop for those 60-yard touchdowns a few times this year. It's just, are you going to play the game to fight that or not?
Yeah, Sleez, anything on either two topics?
On ETN wise, man, Seattle is very bad versus the run. Their strength is the secondary. I think they're like 24th, 25th versus the run. So ETN definitely has a chance, and they give up a lot of explosives. On the DK side, I don't think I'm too worried yet. I mean, the bye week just happened. Get a little more chemistry. You know, you're 4 games in. He is, you know, not a 10 target guy, which is kind of surprising with Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not giving up on DK yet. There's no one there to compete with him. I mean,
there's like the 16 tight ends that they have there. It's freaking annoying.
But they played John Smith like 20% last week. Like, what the hell are they doing?
John Smith didn't play last week. You mean the week before?
The week before, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what Arthur Smith is doing out there, man. It's crazy.
By the way, what movie did you go see? I know you were at the theater.
The Roof Man with Channing Tatum.
Oh,
I would say worth seeing, but I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I didn't look at my phone. It was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as action-packed as I thought. It wasn't as funny as I thought, but it was good.
All
Interesting how you could survive in Toys R Us for that long as a fucking running from the cops, but
that's funny. Jay Lorden says, "What's up, boys? Brutal start 1 because of bye weeks. So start 1, JMO, T. Higgins, or Torrey Horton. Sleez, I'll let you go first on this one.
Dude, you're never gonna get me to ever recommend to start Jamison Smith for the rest of time. I go T. Higgins here.
JMO Williams.
Mm-hmm. I would never start JMO.
Okay.
T.
He called him Jameson Smith. He mixed Devonta.
Oh,
Smith
my bad. Yeah.
I
was just looking at. Sorry, I was looking at Jeremiah Smith's stats when I was talking.
Oh,
not good again.
You're good. Tips.
Yeah, I'm going T. Higgins there. I'm going to be banking on that Joe Flacco bounce, little increase in efficiency. I mean, look, I get it. The O-line is horrible with the Bengals. Joe Flacco can't move. I get all the, thoughts against it.
He's got wheels, bro.
If you drafted T. Higgins, you drafted him to be like potentially like wide receiver 12, wide receiver 13. I'm not bailing on him for JMO or Torrey Horton. It's just that simple, especially with the new quarterback. Just, throw him out there, take a chance.
So far, I'm disagreeing with both of you. Who Hames?
I think JMO is the answer because, like, that game is going to have a lot of points. And the game with a lot of points, like, I just want pieces of it. And there's a solid chance JMO gives you 2 points, but there's also a solid chance he gives you 22, 23.
Well, with the implied point total being 52.5, and we know that Detroit Lions won't be able to stop Diddley because both of their starting corners are out, and McDuffie's going to be shadowing Amon-Ra St. Brown the majority of the time. I anticipate that Jameis going to get an uptick in usage with a higher implied point total. When you're looking at Joe Flacco, he's like 34th in EPA per snap, like absolutely atrocious. And the only guy who was an upgrade that he's doing better than that was starting was Joke Browning, who was number 36. Like, this is not an ideal situation. Like, look at it this way. If you are the Cincinnati Bengals, right, and you're trading for Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns are like, here, take him within the division where both of you guys are still in the playoff discussion, something's up. Joe Flacco is 40 years old. Yes, he has a big arm, but yes, he holds onto the ball a heck of a lot. I think T. Higgins is like, he's a better version of Jameson Williams. I just think Jameson Williams has a better situation with a better quarterback this week. What were you going to say, Sleez?
So you can't use the line that Amon-Ra is going to draw the 1 because 5 games in, he's drawn the 1, and Jameson Williams has over 5 points in 1 game. You're taking a 20% chance shot with Jameson Williams. I would never recommend that.
Yeah, but like this is the only game that they've had an implied point total of 52.5 without 2 of their starting corners. They had Arnold.
But they've had good matchups the whole way. He's not him.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to suck. He's my wide receiver 3 on the week. So, like, I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I'm just saying there's going to be a lot of situations where we see JMO wide open. I think this is the JMO spike week. So I'm going to say JMO. Who Hames is saying JMO. Sleez, your team Higgins. And, okay, Tips is Higgins.
I got to go with the PPR tweet, man. Saw that Flacco connect right away, dude.
Hey, I respect it. If it happens, that's great, especially for my best ball exposure, because I definitely don't have a lot of JMO. He was not somebody I was advising to get. All right, South C77 says starts Fields or Caleb this week. Tips, will let you get this one, and then we'll just go one after another. Tips, what's your answer here?
I think I lean towards probably Caleb Williams as my start. They've both been good fantasy quarterbacks. That's one of those situations where good situation to be in. Really, my main reasoning is Justin Fields has put up a lot of trash time points, and although that could happen once again, I'd rather not bet on Fields versus the Denver defense. Just a little bit risky for me. I'd rather lean towards Caleb Williams. He's gonna be throwing the ball a lot. I just trust it more.
I absolutely agree there. Now, panel, if you guys disagree, because we're saying we're just going to catch up with the chat and let everybody go one. If you do disagree, just tell me to hit the stand on business, and then we'll stop what we're doing and we'll have a debate, because I love to play that stand on business shit. Bones says PPR Tyler himself. Bones, you're a troll. Okay, so this one's for who? He says, hello, fellows. Do I go with Mason tomorrow? Mason Taylor, I'm assuming, or hope Kincaid plays, or do I pick up Knox and play him over Mason Taylor? Who Haynes?
I absolutely play Mason Taylor. I'm personally taking Mason Taylor's lines this week and scaling them up. So maybe I'm too hopeful. I did it last week and it worked. So
we nailed that.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure and I'm pretty certain that Kincaid's going to play this week, and I'd rather play Kincaid, but I don't think you're wrong either way. They're both fantastic plays. I just think Kincaid's been incredibly efficient, and Mason Taylor's been volume dependent in a plus game script. Jerry Bagshaw says, love the Debo laugh at the end. Just a fantastic, contagious human being. Honestly, spectacular guy. Love that guy. Sleez with the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, brother. All right, I'll take this one. Then Sleez, you take the next one. He says, this is Caden. Shout out to you, Caden. He says, half PPR, flex one, Etienne, Brees, or Sutton. Do we think that Sutton's going to get sauced tomorrow morning in London? I don't know. I'm going to say that Brees Hall gives you the most upside, and you definitively cannot sit him, especially in a plus game script. We know that he's going to get a lot of usage, and we know that the Denver Broncos give up the most yards per reception at over 15 yards per reception. I'm going to go with Brees Hall. I think Brees Hall has the best outing out of all of these guys, but I don't think Sutton gets sauced. I think Sutton's probably your floor play and Brees is your ceiling play. So I'm going to lean Brees Hall here. Any disagreements?
I'm going ETN over Brees.
I respect it. All right, Sleez, this one's for you. Knicks with Sutton or Dak with Flournoy. Oh my God, full PPR. Shout out to you, Clint. Thanks for tuning in. Sleez, what you got?
Are you saying like he's starting Flournoy with Dak, or am I? What am I picking?
So I would say this, right? Start one of the quarterbacks and start one of the wide receivers.
Yeah, or Dak and Sutton.
Dak and Sutton it is. Okay, so we're not prioritizing the stack here, Clint. All right. Bone says bunch of goats on stream is okay. This one's for you. Tips. I almost called you Tyler. So sorry. He says, is Rico Dowdle going to pop like he did last week? Should we temper our expectations? Great question.
I mean, I'm not going to expect him to quote pop like he did last week. That was insane. But versus this Dallas defense, I definitely think he's going to have a good game. I think he's going to be motivated and hyped up to get out there and run hard. But I also think the Dallas defense is going to be motivated to kind of shut him up a little bit, respectfully. So yeah, I mean, I would feel comfortable starting him, but I wouldn't. What did he do? He put up like 30 plus fantasy points last week.
It was like 33.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting that. I would definitely expect somewhere around 12 to 15 points in PPR if I had to bet.
I love that.
20.
Carlos, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Very, very generous, everybody. Really appreciate that. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you, man. All right, next question. This one's for who? He says, this is Shy Edits, sick name, sick profile picture. Would you prefer to play Dowdle or Brees Hall this week? Ooh. So let's just assume it's PPR format. Who Hames, would you prefer to play Dowdle or Brees Hall this week?
Doesn't matter the format. I'm playing Dowdle.
Yeah, easy.
I am absolutely in on this. Jerry Jones saying, like, basically saying whenever they signed Javonte Williams that they wanted him more. Like, this is a revenge game.
Well, you love the revenge game narratives. I know that. Any disagreements here? I'm
like
still
50,
going with
50. That's a coin flip for me.
I'm still going Brees. It's like
Wait a minute.
55-45.
Why is this a coin flip when one guy's in a 50-50 timeshare and one guy's going to get 30 freaking touches?
Oh, is that a stand on business, Sleez?
Yeah, I want to know why you guys
who's in a 50-50?
Hold up. What did you just say? I'm going to need you to stand on business.
I've been waiting for that. Tyler, you got the floor, buddy. Floor is all yours.
Hang on, wait. Let me explain it first. Isaiah Davis played 40% of the snaps last game. No, Trevor Etienne played 6%. That's a 94% running back versus a guy that's splitting time. Tell me why.
Okay. Floor is yours, Tyler. Stand on business, buddy.
I mean, look, I think at the end of the day, I think Brees Hall is very underrated. I think everybody is down on him still. They haven't fully bought in. I do think Rico is going to get, heavier volume if it's just, if you just feel like the volume is the reason why. But I think that with Brees Hall's pass catching upside, that gives him a little bit of a boost. I also think the rumors of him getting traded probably piss him off a little bit. He's in a contract year. He's trying to do everything he can to earn that money. So for me, it's just, I tend to lean towards talent in situations. And I'm not saying that it's a clear one or the other, but I definitely think I could go either way and be very happy. I could see them both having big weeks. I do think that Rico is probably safer, but I think Brees Hall has more upside, in my opinion.
Definitively, like Rico has the better matchup, and I think you stated that perfectly. That was fantastic. Very, very well said there. All right. Are you satisfied with the stand on business, or is there more pushback there, Sleez?
That was a cakewalk answer. I'll let him have it.
It was a
fantastic I wasn't going hard at that. I said 50-50.
All right. I just want to make sure that I keep the order as is. So this one's mine, I believe. Who you answered that last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Andrew Andazola, you have a spectacular first name. Just let me go out and say that I love your first name, Andrew Andazola. And if you guys are part of the 700 people watching plus on X, holy fuck, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe. We will all gladly stop what we're doing and answer anything and everything that you guys have going on. We're also going to go over some fantastic bets and DFS advice as well. So Andrew Andazola says, if someone in my league is notorious for making bad trade, is it unethical to try to trade with them? I mean, at the end of the day, ethics suck in fantasy football, and if you're not the commissioner, it's his job to filter it through. And thank you so much, Gio Ortiz, for the super chat. So everybody on the panel will take a moment to answer this one. Thank you so much, Gio Ortiz, for the super chat. He says PPR, 2 running backs, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, Rome, Emeka's like automatic start. So that's 1 wide receiver. Rome is a definitive start. CMC is a definitive start.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
White.
Yeah, sit White for me as well. It's between Rico and White, but I agree with you guys. I'm sitting White here. Anybody disagree here? Yeah.
This is pretty crazy because I've been very high on him, but I'm sitting T-Mac. I'm sitting McMillan. I need to see him prove it. I'm a huge Rashad White fan. I think Rico can put up good points. CMC, Emeka, and Rome are all auto starts every single week. That's not even a question. So it's really just T-Mac, White, Rico. I like Rico's matchup like we were talking about. Rashad White, I just happen to that Buccaneers offense with all the injuries, I could see him getting lots of pass catching volume. I still believe in the offense regardless of the injuries that they have right now. I think Cade Otton can step up. We saw him do it last year. I'm not all that concerned about the offense. Baker's that guy, and I definitely think Rashad White's going to get opportunities to score, and I'd be shocked if he didn't. So, Tet, he's getting all the volume, but I can't really trust him to get in the end zone, even with his great matchup. So I'm taking the running back. I think the running back play is a little bit safer of a floor.
Brees Hall hasn't found the end zone yet either.
Is this a stand on business moment? Because Ted or McMillan,
the Dallas Cowboys matchup is beautiful.
He has the best matchup in football across
the board.
Matchup. Like when we're talking about fantasy points allowed, this is like as guaranteed as possible. And I mean, I think Rashad White's the answer here, personally, respectfully. But I respect your opinion. You could be right.
I can see Rashad White outplaying Rome, though. I could.
I
would never bench Rome, though.
No, Rome's on such a heater. You can't.
Yeah, no chance I'd bench Rome.
Williams?
I just think it's a toss-up between Ted, Rico, and White. I think that medal in this picture is for winning the league. He's came back in time and he's flexing.
Maybe we're giving too much. Maybe we are giving
Like-
too much credit and credence to one of the former Alabama Crimson Tide quarterbacks, Mr. Bryce Young, for the Tet side. So in that situation, I tend to not disagree. Anybody else got anything to say about this one?
I mean, you got good problems either way.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
exactly.
Yeah,
Very true.
thanks, buddy. All right, Mike VA with the sick logo. He says this one's useless. He says Mike's Myers versus Tennessee or Keenan Allen versus Miami. It's non-PPR.
I can't say to start any Raiders pass catchers, man. Geno Smith, I don't even know how this guy got the contract he got. He should be benched for Jake Browning. That's how bad he's playing.
This is just like an older Jamarcus Russell situation. It's incredible.
Terrible.
Anyone could answer. We got you, brother. All right. Another full PPR question, gents. This one's from Clint. This one's for you. PPR tips. Would you flex Charbonnet or Gainwell? And for tight end, would you go AJ Barner or Fannin? So this is a two-parter for you tips.
Yeah, for me, this is pretty easy. With Warren back, I'm not starting Gainwell. I'm going Charb. He's been killing me with my Kenneth Walker shares, taking all the touchdowns. He pisses me off every week. So, I'm sure he won't score a touchdown now that I'm giving any kind of positivity towards him. As far as tight end goes, I'm out on Fannin this week. I think the new quarterback, I think he enjoyed throwing the ball to Njoku. I think Njoku's back. I'm going AJ Barner. He's been good in the red zone. I'd just be, fingers crossed for a touchdown there. So I'd go Charb and AJ.
Okay. Next question. Who Hames? This one's yours. He said, this is from Carlos again. Thanks for the 5 gifted, buddy. Really, really generous of you. He says the only other question I had was on sitting Devontae Adams and starting both BTJ and Marvin Harrison Jr. Game script is bad. I trust Adams over both of those guys. Who Hames?
I easily start Adams and BTJ, assuming that the weather's not really bad, and the weather may be bad tomorrow. It's supposed to,
So like
in Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather looks really bad.
Yeah, the weather does look pretty bad. So
I have to ask the panel, right? Is there a world, because like every sign indicating right now for Kyler Murray and his health is leaning to him not playing this week. Is there a world where Jacoby Brissett's the best thing that could possibly happen for Marvin Harrison Jr. this week? Is there a world? Like, can we explore that?
Yes.
Are we like unanimously agreeing that Marvin Harrison Jr. to the moon if Jacoby Brissett is in fact starting tomorrow for the Arizona Cardinals?
I think he will pepper Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to give it to his star. Kyler, I don't know what the deal is with that whole situation.
He just can't see over the line.
Try and sell Kyler in Dynasty right now.
It's the most annoying thing I've ever witnessed in my whole life. I mean, if anyone that follows me has seen my feed, you know that I have not been a fan of Marvin Harrison Jr. for fantasy football purposes. I think he's a stud. I think he has lots of potential, but you really just can't trust any kind of consistency. He's shown a little bit more recently, but for me, that decision is just between BTJ and Marvin Harrison Jr. I'd probably go Marvin Harrison. He's been more consistent than BTJ, but honestly, it could go either way. BTJ has been turning it up. A little bit of a coin flip there for me.
Breaking my heart, man. Who Hames? Anything on the Jacoby Brissett situation, or you just leaving that one alone?
I've been at work all day. I'm just looking up. What I'm seeing is that Kyler is almost definitely out. They elevated a guy.
He practiced though 2 days in a row.
I saw that he had like a limited practice or something.
The elevation of Kedon Slovis. So he's a quarterback.
To the moon. All right, Marvin Harrison Jr. week. Let's go.
Yeah. So
all right, John Abruzzo, thank you for tuning in. He said, I was offered to give Mahomes and Kendrick Miller for Lamar and Daniel Jones for insurance. I'm 3-2 right now. What do we think? Worried about Lamar's injury, plus Mahomes has been very good. So Sleez, you've been with me all offseason, and who I know you've heard this. What am I going to say?
You're going to say that Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback one.
It's the revenge tour, buddy, and we're all witnessing it right now.
Rice is almost here for the show.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're keeping the Mahomes side, and like just because Alvin Kamara says he doesn't want to get traded doesn't mean he's not going to get traded. Just for what it's worth, he's still a plausible trade candidate. But I think like a wicked like loophole and like plot twist would be if Kamara and Breece Hall got traded for each other. to both of those teams.
Mm.
Then we're just in a same
Dude, that'd be
similar,
gross.
shitty, horrible situation. That would be completely awful. I think the trade that would make the most sense at the trade week or the trade deadline would be like DJ Moore to the Jets. That would make a lot of sense and would kill Sleez's Garrett Wilson trutherness. And that I want nothing more than Garrett Wilson just to fall into obscurity again. All right, this one's for you, Sleez from Shahidus. He says, would you play Dowdle or Hall this week, PPR?
Dowdle, and it's not even close.
All right, I believe he asked this one before, so we're just going to get this one that he has here. He said, trade-wise, would you prefer to receive Breece Hall or Drake London PPR? I think unanimously we're all going to say Drake London here.
I mean, it depends on your situation, though. You have, it depends on your roster. Running backs, wide receivers, what do you have, Shy?
Okay, so
I want Drake, but if I don't have the running backs to trade Breece, I'm not giving up Breece for, a depth piece of I don't have.
Yeah. Valid point. All right.
Very valid.
This one's for you, Tips. He says, better flex start BTJ or Jacoby Myers full PPR.
Man,
BTJ has a tough matchup, dude. But their two corners are out. Woolen and
it's not a tough matchup because both of the corners out.
Yeah. I think I've got to just cross my fingers with BTJ there. I mean, I don't like either of the quarterbacks right now.
Trevor Lawrence is not playing good either.
Yeah, but at least BTJ's shown like a tad bit of life. Like Jacoby Myers is on the decline right now, and what's sad is I'm still not confident even with Brock Bowers out. Like that's insane to me that Jacoby Myers isn't just like a lock in a lineup with Brock Bowers out of the picture. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with BTJ.
PPR is here. Let's go Mariners.
Craig, that game was crazy, bro. I've never watched baseball. That Mariners game was insane.
Who are they playing? I still have never watched baseball, but I hit those bets. That's for damn sure. So this one's for you. He says, should I risk playing Debo in hopes he plays or throw Troy Franklin in my lineup?
Debo's
Instead,
playing.
Can also pick up Flournoy, dropping Franklin for him full PPR. This one's for you. Who group?
I mean, if Debo is even like 60%, I just play Debo. Like he is an absolute lock right now, and like the Troy Franklin stuff, I don't know. Like it is, he's been good, but Debo offers like he's 20 points if he plays. Basically, is how I view it.
Gotcha. What a game that was, man. Cut into my bedtime. All right. He says for the rest of the season, Justin Fields or Matthew Stafford. I think you got to go with the rushing upside of Justin Fields here, even though Matthew Stafford's been tremendous and he has probably the best receiving duo thus far in the NFL. Sleez, next one's for you. This is from Anna Harvey. Thanks for tuning in, Anna Harvey. That is a sick power clean snatch. Great form technique at the top of the profile picture. Fantastic work. She says, need a quarterback this week. I have Lamar and Kyler, and I don't want to count on Kyler. Well, you can't. Sam Darnold versus Jacksonville or T-Law versus Seattle and Mac Jones versus Tampa Bay. Ooh. Thanks for your help. We got you, Anna. Sleez. So who are you starting this week? Because Kyler probably is out. But if Kyler does play, Kyler, Darnold, T-Law, or Mac Jones?
That's the quarterback that the Minnesota Vikings wish they had, and Sammy D. Darnold. Give me him versus Jacksonville Jaguars in a possible shootout game. Because
I do like the game. Secondary. I do like the game script on that. But if Kyler was healthy, would you play Kyler in a plus matchup? Nope. Okay. Great answer. Thanks again for tuning in and subscribing, Anna Harvey. Young Trizzle says flex G Willie. This is for your PPR tips, by the way. Flex G Willie, Jawan Jennings, or Hassan Haskins this week. You get the flex one.
I mean, out of those three, I'm definitely not starting Haskins. It's between Jennings and G Willie. I'm a little bit scared of Garrett Wilson with his matchup. He has not been good in the past when he's had Surtain on him. I like Juwan Jennings a lot. It's just really it's just risky, right? Like I think Garrett Wilson, maybe he doesn't have the upside that he typically has, but I think he's the quote safe start. He is extremely talented, so with extreme talent, you can always pull something off. But I do think if you're willing to take a little risk on his injury, with Ricky Pearsall out, I think Juwan Jennings is he's going to be the Kendrick Bourne of like last week. He's going to just get absolutely peppered with targets, in my opinion. But it is a risky move. I can't. It would really depend on what the rest of your roster looked like, and what your vibe was on the other team you were playing. If you feel like you need that extra boost, I think I would probably take a risk with Mac Jones just slinging it to Juwan Jennings. But if you can afford a safe play, I'd stick with Garrett Wilson.
But Mac Jones is dealing with that oblique, right? And here's the thing, right? I'm probably the biggest Garrett Wilson hater on the planet, but you also got to play your studs in a situation where Juwan Jennings is coming off of an injury. We also saw the rapport with Bourne, but I agree with the sentiment that like whoever is the wide receiver one on the depth chart that is in the lineup with Mac Jones tends to be peppered and very fantasy football relevant. So I think your process is bang on there. What's up, Sleez?
You got to throw in there as well that it's a 125 game, and they're saying it's coming down to tip off with Jennings. So make sure you have a backup plan strategy that's coming into play.
Risky play Jennings. Like I said, it's definitely risky. There's, you got to be willing to take your L if you're going to start him. But I think he's got a lot of upside if he's actually ready to go. And I'm not worried about Mac.
He does. The updates right now say it's coming right up to kickoff. So I mean, that's the worst part.
That is very risky.
Is that a 3 o'clock game?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
or 125 my time.
When does Garrett Wilson play? Would you have to decide on him before?
Yeah, he plays the early.
It's 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. He's the London game.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would risk it. I'd go Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. Guys, I'm doing it. I'm rolling with Diggs in the flex over Garrett Wilson this week. Yeah, I think that's the right answer. Right?
Oh yeah, Diggs to the moon
easily.
Who Hames says, this one's for you. Yo Gotti. Good to see you, Yo Gotti. He says, I need one stash. Gainwell or is Isaiah Davis? He's just the Jets backup. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I was starting like that. Who Hames? One stash.
If I'm going to stash one, I want Gainwell. I know Isaiah Davis is kind of a more clear path, but he's got way more talent in front of him than Gainwell does.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm going with Isaiah Davis here. We're gonna battle this one out. You got Caleb Johnson behind you too.
Yeah, I mean, historically, you look at the injury history of Breece Hall, you see that Braylon is out for the vast majority of the time. There's more clear path to immediate usage and handcuff usage than Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell did have a fantastic outing that 1 week, but I think Isaiah Davis might be the right answer because Braylon Allen might miss all the fantasy football relevant weeks.
I would start Gainwell over Warren straight up this week.
Ooh, that's a spicy one.
So that's where I'm not starting either one. But if I had to choose,
hold up, what did you just say? I'm gonna need you to stand on business.
I love when I look at the cameras at the bottom and everybody's just chuckling at the stand on business. So all right, buddy, I call it the stand on business. You are starting Kenneth Gainwell over Jalen Warren. Not only do I think that is a terrible decision because it could be a 50-50 split, but this is one of the worst matchups in football for a running back. Why are you starting Kenneth Gainwell with confidence over Jalen Warren this week?
Why? Because one of them has been one of the worst runners in the league, as a rusher, and that is Jalen Warren. And we've had only one game where the other guy got a significant margin, or a significant snap share because the other one was out, but he absolutely dominated. And Jalen Warren just hasn't shown anything this year, really. He's been okay as a receiver, but that's it. The Gainwell can absolutely do that. That was his entire job in Philadelphia.
Don't be surprised when Caleb Johnson comes out as a starting running back after this week.
What is he going to come out and fumble another punt? He's going to come out and fumble another punt. Come on, Sleez.
I'm trolling.
Yeah,
I know. All right.
Sleez is making me think we're back in training camp right now.
I think this one's mine. Okay, should I start Garrett Wilson? This is from Kenny Merkel Miller. Thank you for tuning in. I love the three named names on YouTube. It's always fantastic. Should I start Garrett Wilson against Pat Surtain or Sutton against Sauce Gardner? I'm going to give the link to Sutton. I don't think he gets sauced, and Sauce doesn't really travel. Whereas I do believe Patrick Surtain travels more than any other CB1 in the league. But it is very close. It is very close. Full PPR. Got you. Yeah, it's still Sutton for me. Thinking of going Bourne over. This one's for you, Sleez. Thinking of going Bourne over Olave and another half PPR, or I could flex Bourne over Swift. What do you guys think?
I take Swift over all of them. I like the Redskins-Bears game to be a 60-point over-under. That's the game of the week that you want to target for fantasy, if not the Seattle-Jacksonville game.
Copy. Austin Anderson over on X. We see your question. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate everybody watching us on X. but it helps us out, especially since it's completely free. It helps us out a heck of a lot when you guys head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Head over here. We'll answer your question 100%. We're going to start going rapid fire, all right? So this one's from Chris Bird. It's for PPR tips. He says, should I start Michael Carter, Derrick Henry, or Hassan Haskins this week?
Man, this honestly just like hurts my heart to even think about saying. Oh man,
if you say anybody other than Derrick Henry, you need to burn that Crimson Tide cup you got.
I know. I mean, look, this is one of those decisions where I don't think I could get myself to actually bench Derrick Henry when those are my options, especially if Kyler's out. Yeah, I think I've got to stick with Derrick Henry, but man, I can't even believe that that's not just like a lock. Like, it makes me sad that that's even a question.
Yeah, I'm still rolling with Derrick Henry. I have him ranked higher than all of those guys. Sleez, I saw your finger.
No, I didn't. I think Hassan Haskins has a higher touchdown upside than Henry.
He has a better matchup. He has the best matchup in football. I think the Dolphins have given up over 200 yards more than the next worst rushing team. Javi says, I forgot to tell you the whole trade. I said Judkins, Bill, and Rice to my brother got CMC, Diggs, and Hubbard. RB room is now CMC, Kyron, Henry, Hubbard, Dowdle. Bucky wide receiver room is JSN, London, Diggs, Persol, and Ladd. Hell of a trade, man. Hell of a trade. Good work. Chris Bird says, this one's for you. Who Hames? Pick 2 quarterbacks, super flex. Gino, Tua, and Flacco. Holy fuck tits.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Tua is the guarantee. Like, I think you just go Tua and Gino. Like, you attack the 2 games with the highest game total.
All right, this one's from me. From Z.
Agreed.
Says Troy Franklin, Kareem Hunt, or Mason Taylor in the flex. I want to say Mason Taylor is your safe floor play, but say you're playing against a Cam Scatterbo and you need the ceiling play. I think Troy Franklin and any wide receiver 2, whoever is going to be the wide receiver 2 this week for the Denver Broncos, it could be Mims, it could be Pat Bryant, it could be even Evan Ingram, or even Troy Franklin. One of them is going to have a monstrous productive week. So I'm going to say Troy Franklin's your ceiling play. If you need the floor, it's Mason Taylor. All right. Cool Papa Bell, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe. We'll answer any and all of your questions here. Thank you for tuning in. Sleez, this one's for you. Never mind. It's just a comment saying Tet's ceiling is like 10 points. Wow, we are so behind. It's just a toss up for me. Heard Bryce Young or May this week from Jerry Bagshaw. Sleez?
May, but Bryce is enticing this week.
If Bryce doesn't do it this week, Bryce will never do it. Just putting it out there.
That hurts.
Gio Ortiz, you will have all good players. You can't overthink it. Okay. It's all up to Bryce to play good for
but now you got Jatavion Sanders possibly back. You got Jalen Coker back. You got JC Horn streaking. You got Xavier the Get back. We'll see. Just get ready for the Cowboys defense that's going to get crushed.
Fantastic back and forth here. Okay, we got a question here. I think this one's for you, Sleez. You didn't get the last one. This is for my friend. Played Dak or Jordan Love this week?
I love both. They're side by side for me, but you can't bench Dak right now with how he's playing. He's out of his mind.
He's on fire. Yeah.
He's on the MVP level right now.
Absolutely. All right. PPR tips. This one's for you. Jason Ortiz says start 2. Pittman, Waddle, Rico, Warren.
I'm definitely starting Jalen Waddle. Then it's between Roll Tide. Then it's between Rico and Pittman. I think I'm going to lean. I wonder if this is a PPR league or not.
Put it together. Rico Dowdle's going to outscore all 3 of them. Stop it.
I have a soft spot for Michael Pittman Jr. I can't lie. I think in any situation, if you're choosing in a PPR league, especially if you've got a running back that you feel pretty good about, I always think that they're going to be the safe play. They're going to get more touches in most cases than the wide receiver will. So I mean, I'd probably end up going Rico. I agree. It's tough to sit him versus the Cowboys run D. They've been really bad.
Awesome. This one's for Who Hames says start 1. This is from Jason Ortiz. Ertz gave me 0 last week. Tonjes or AJ Barner?
I think I go Tonjes.
I'm going Ertz 100%. I'm not overthinking this at all, man. It's
I'm
not.
I'm not either. Like,
Tonjes. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Start 1. This one's for me. Jawan, Mason Taylor, or Ertz. It's Jawan for me. The matchup's too good. Patriots give up a lot of production to tight ends, and if Jawan Johnson doesn't do it this week, then shame on me. But like I'm looking at the advantageous charts right now. And he has one of the better matchups for tight ends in fantasy football. Once again, if he doesn't do it, I apologize, but I'm just going based off of the numbers. And I put over 16 hours researching this slate, so I'm betting on Juwan Johnson there. I think Marv and Trey both will benefit from Jacoby Brissett. Oh, we are so behind. Sleez, Jason Ortiz asks, Lad, Sutton, London, Myers, start 3. Sit 1.
City Myers trash. Gino done. No Raiders questions. Dump them all. Get them off your roster.
Unless it's Genty.
Don't Genty. That's from Sleez.
not Genty.
Sleez said that.
Genty has a big week. He's a smash play.
Jesus Christ, Jason Ortiz. Start 3, need upside. Maybe I used Wandale Robinson, and I'm upset at starting Barkley already. You can't be upset at starting Barkley. You just got to deal with it. Start 3, Kyron, White, Rico, Javonte Williams, Swift, Carter. So bench 3, start 3.
Kyron, Rico, Javonte. Next, let's go. Run them.
I found this channel on PPR Twitter page. Thank you, PPR Twitter, and thank you, Zach Stevens, for tuning in. Really do appreciate it.
Let's go, Zach.
All right, this one's for PPR tips. He says, this is from Juan Pena Jr. I always love reading this name. He says, who do I drop in case Quinn Johnson, Deebo Samuel don't start? 3 wide receiver league. Waivers, Flournoy, Tyquan Thornton, or Luke McCaffrey. Drop Kyle Pitts, Mason Taylor, Travion Henderson, Kenneth Gainwell, Sam Darnold, or Kyler Murray. Devontae Adams, wide receiver 1. Do you not have IR spots? PPR tips. If you have to drop one of those guys, who is it?
Oh, I don't know why he showed the waiver wire. Okay. I would drop. I don't know if this is like a super flex league or whatever the situation is. If it's a 1 quarterback league, I'm probably dropping Sam Darnold. If it's a super flex league, I'm definitely not dropping one of the quarterbacks. I'm probably going to drop Kenneth Gainwell there. And my favorite pickup on that waiver wire is Flournoy. I think he's got the best chance at big volume, and I'm a big target guy, so that's who I would go after there.
I mean, regardless,
he's a Cowboy fan. Don't worry about it.
I am from Dallas, so yeah, I got to put that out there. Alabama and Dallas. So I'm all about my Bama boys in Dallas.
Yeah.
They should have known that when he said the Dallas defense, like they have a defense. I was like, okay.
Hey, chill.
Okay. You're screwed at quarterback week 8 regardless, so you need to move one of them. B-Dub says, should I trade Ferg to get Bowers with CD coming back? This one's for you, Who Hames?
No.
Agreed.
No,
Zach Stevens says, who in flex, half PPR, Dobbins or Sutton? Since he did come over from your ex here, tips, half PPR, Dobbins or Sutton? My answer is Dobbins.
Man, that's a... Yeah, I think you go Dobbins there. In half PPR, I'm looking for the guy I'm the most confident in getting a touchdown. Although Sutton does attract touchdowns as well, I think just in case they shadow him, I'd rather just go with Dobbins. He's been so consistent and so good, and I think that offense will be solid again. So I'm sure Dobbins will get some opportunities to score.
Absolutely. All right, I'll take this one. Who for my tight end spot? Mason Taylor or Kyle Pitts? Kittle's on IR. I hate Kyle Pitts in this matchup this week against the Buffalo Bills, so I'm going to give the lead to Mason Taylor. I'm going to say Mason Taylor, buddy. Sleaze, next one's for you. Seahawks secondary is banged up. I feel like it's going to be a shootout this week between Jags, Seahawks. Hope my Hawks can hold up on defense. Not looking good, though. All right, heart of the order. Okay. Hi, sister. I've made some trades, so I have Love, and I'll have Lamar when he's back. But until then, I grab Darnold, Penix, Rodgers, Geno, or Rattler limited, or can I throw Diggs in there? Any ideas? Sleaze.
Okay. Lamar when he's back. Until then, I grab Darnold, Penix, Rodgers, Geno, Rattler limited. I can throw Diggs in there. I'm definitely throwing Darnold in for sure.
Okay, there's the answer.
Yeah.
All right.
Diggs should be in your roster though too. Either way.
Who's was Diggs on the waiver wire?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
BBZ2X. This one's for PPR tips. Waddle and Slay for CD. I did what you think, but now I need to start JMO, Golden, Henderson. Pick one. So JMO, Golden, or Henderson. Pick one.
JMO.
Okay. Z says, which quarterback can start 6-point TD? Sam Darnold or Herbert? This one's for you, Who Hames?
I go Herbert. Like they shouldn't be able to run the ball this week with all the offensive line injuries.
Thoughts on Jadon Blue rest of the season? He is going to be injury dependent, and he's a fantastic handcuff. And if you have the room on your roster on a deeper league, then by all means, especially if you own Javonte Williams. I think if you have Javonte Williams, that is the best contingency for you to have Jadon Blue on your lineup. He's a fantastic. Yeah, he's a fantastic cuff because Miles Sanders is out for the rest of the year. Jones is also there as well. I'm still starting Darnold over Jones. Sleez?
Yeah,
going back to it's still Darnold. Okay. All right. So this one's for Sleez from VB2X. Pick 2 flexes, please. Debo, Olave, Derrick Henry, Golden got scat attacked, so need upside 40% to win.
Man, I do think Debo is going to play, so I got to go Debo. When especially with Terry McLaurin out, he's just taking over the whole job. I can't start Derrick Henry, man. I know it sucks. Matthew Golden's too much of an upside risk. I'd rather just take the points with Olave and shoot for the upside with Debo.
Okay. Heart of the Order says, I made 2 wild trades. I traded Jones and Chase for Gibbs. I'm assuming that's Aaron Jones or Daniel Jones. Could be one of the Joneses. And then I flipped Kyron and CJ for CJ Stroud for Lamar and Derrick Henry. Trade them for me. Nervous. I think you lost every trade here.
Mm-hmm.
Like trading Jamar Chase and any of the Joneses for Gibbs. I mean, unless you really need the running back.
I would take Gibbs and Kyron and CJ.
If it was Aaron Jones, I'd be good with the first trade.
Yeah. If it's Daniel, like I need to know what the rest of your roster looks like.
Yeah.
But I mean, like just in theory, on paper.
Can I say something really quick? Because it's one of my biggest pet peeves with trade questions. Anybody watching this, if you send a trade question to somebody and you do not include your full roster,
it's hard.
The advice that they are giving you is 50-50 going to be trash. Like you have to know what the roster looks like. There's some situations where I might say that trade makes sense. You have the depth to do that. There's some trades where I'd be like, oh, that's a great trade if I don't see your roster. But all of a sudden I realize you traded away all your running backs to get some stud where it looked like it made sense, but now your team's screwed. So please send your roster when you said send trades. Otherwise, you're doing yourself a disservice.
That's fine.
Frizz Ill, I appreciate that. Frizz Ill with a $2 super sticker, but he attached it to a question here, so we're going to prioritize that, of course. If one of you can keep an eye on like the supers,
I got you.
I really appreciate that. So he says, and we're all going to take a turn to answer this. Once again, thank you so much. If you guys make a super or a donation of any sort, we always prioritize it, and we're all going to stop what we're doing and give as much insight as possible to answer your question if you guys want to invest in us. So Frizz Ill, good to see you. Thank you for the donation. He says, hey fellas, how's it going? Start Zach Sharp or Sterling Shepard? I'm going with Charbonnet for the touchdown upside. I think Shepard has a fantastic.
I just wanted to hear it.
I just wanted to hear it. I think Shepard has fantastic upside this week, but it could also be Taz Johnson or Cade Otton with the vacancy of both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I think Charbonnet is probably your floor play, and Shepard is like all ceiling. If you're playing and you lost to like the Wan'Dale Robinson, Dallas Goedert, Cam Scatabo team, then by all means you got to go with Sterling Shepard. But if you just need a floor play, I think Sharp is the right answer in a decent matchup. Anybody else?
I agree.
Yeah,
it was always Sharp, baby.
Yeah,
Fine glass.
Sharp is definitely he's definitely the safe play. I do think Shepard's going to see 5 targets, 6 targets, something like that. I'm pretty confident
he's a sneaky play too.
That. He's done that like every week, even without the injuries. So I don't know. I think the risky upside play is with Shepard. I think people underestimate him all the time, but when he's healthy, he's very consistent. He's just never healthy.
Oh my God. The toxicity. I care about his trades. Stupid or not, I care about his trades.
Yeah, let's relax, Zach. Let's relax.
This is a very, very friendly place. All right. This is awesome. You guys are going at. All right, cool.
They're battling because they're in the same league talking shit in chat. All right. I like it.
I mean, hey, this is a fantastic intermission. Speaking of intermission, sign up on Drafters Fantasy using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. And your first bet's on the house, and we will be giving you guys some pick'em tickets. Hopefully, I could tell each one of you on a pick'em ticket here. I got $5 with all of your names on it. So if you guys want to 100x it or even play it safe, I'm going to tell every last one of you guys. I sub to the YouTube and following X. I have small 8K following. Their content too. They can read 2 lines. Oh, we got you, buddy. You're good. Alpesh Patel, literally my neighbor. So everybody, stop what you're doing. Literally my neighbor, like the greatest neighbor. He says, "What do you guys think I should? What do you guys thinks I take in my? You speak way better English than this in person, buddy. Survivor pool this week. Sunday, Monday games leaning towards Green Bay this week. I think Green Bay is probably the safest answer, but Joe Flacco is the answer to disaster. I personally
Rams
have Denver.
the safest.
I have Denver, and I have the Rams, and I have the Packers as like the locks this week. So one of them is bound to bust. And like if you guys look at my question that I have here in the votes, everybody thinks that the Browns over Steelers is probably the most likely to be the upset this week for all teams favorited. So very
Colts
interesting.
is nice too.
I think the Rams could be a lock versus the Ravens without Lamar.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Easy way to get a Rams dub.
Pash, we're all going to say the Rams, buddy. Take the Rams, okay? Latonia, good to see you. Says, ended up trading Pickens for Fields and Michael Carter for Marion and Bo Nix. Playoff trade, teams worse off in the short term. I hope it pays off. I hope it pays off for you too. These two are still going at it.
Pause it there for a second. I want your guys' thoughts on this too. No, not the trade. Not the trade. Chargers, if they lose, are looking at Alvin Kamara and Devon Achane with Hampton. What's going on with his injury?
Are they actually talking about it?
Yes, it's Sports Illustrated dropped it this morning.
What? Repeat that?
The Chargers, if they lose this game, will be looking at Breece Hall and Devon Achane and Alvin Kamara.
Achane?
Yeah. I'll send you the link.
Bro, if the Dolphins are dumb enough to trade him away, that would be crazy.
Right?
I mean, they would potentially get a whole
Ollie Gordon, baby. Let him loose.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. This is Trent. Shout out to Trent. We are defending our championship last year. Trent found our channel last year, and we helped him win a championship behind his fantastic drafting. So welcome back, Trent. It's always nice when my champions are in here. I'm back with the same question, LL Diggs or BTJ. It's BTJ for me. Could also bench Dobbins or Cook, I guess. I'm not benching Dobbins or Cook. The answer for me is Brian Thomas Jr. in a fantastic matchup with 2 starting corners out with a high implied point total. Anybody just disagree? Yes, sir?
I say Diggs.
Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs.
All 3 of us.
So I guess you're starting Diggs. Once again, here's the caveat, guys. I'm always going to, if it's Brian Thomas Jr. or Puka Nacua, I'm going to fucking answer Brian Thomas Jr. Don't ask me about Brian Thomas Jr. I won't answer it.
Hey, if we see that come up, we're going to need a stand-on business.
Yeah, that's my Zamir White this year, apparently. Smash the like button, y'all, says Jerry Bagshaw. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, it takes 2 seconds to smash the like, guys. Would really appreciate that. Pick 1, K9, Dobbins, each in. I would say it's okay. Who Hames? Sorry, I almost started doing it. We're going to go back in order.
I say Dobbins.
Okay. Next question. Pats or Jags D? Sleez.
Pats, shootout game in Seattle.
Minus PPR too, by the way. We got you, brother. Start 2. This one's for PPR tips. It says start 2, half PPR, Olave, Wilson, and Ridley. So sit 1.
I think I would sit Olave. I think he's got the worst chance to score in half PPR.
Okay. Seabass says, think no Mooney affects London's production in any way in standard leagues. Figured they'd be covering London even more. I don't think they can cover London in Buffalo. Yeah, I had Dobbins too hurt. Do I start? Okay, this one's for Who Hames. Do I start JCM, Rashad White, or Rico?
I think it's JCM.
Copy. Could maybe swap him for K9 for a safer floor. This is in regards to Drake London. I don't think you do that.
Yeah, no.
What do you think, Sleez? You were shaking your head. Do you think Rashad?
Dowdle.
Yeah, I'd go Rico.
Dude, the Cowboys just hemorrhage points to the running back, man.
I mean, so do the Bears.
The question is, though,
is
are the Panthers going to keep up with the
Cowboys? The answer
Cowboys?
is JCM. I love the JCM answer.
Yeah, I think they're all great plays.
Sleaze, this is a dumpster fire. Mac Jones for your San Francisco 49ers, Bing Bing Niner Gang, or Bryce Young?
Man, Mac Jones can still get it done with nothing, man. This is very close. These are my 14 and 15. Flip a coin. I mean, I like both of them. I like the shootout game for the Cowboys, Carolina, and Mac Jones gets Juan Jennings back. He can do it with Bourne. Shanahan draws it up. It's close.
We're riding with the Crimson Tide on this one, sir.
Roll Tide.
Okay. Zach Stevens says, "Heart of the order. Should I start Joe
They're
Mama?
back
in
Next position?" Wow.
Relax.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay. Should I start? Okay, so this one's for, I think,
That's
PPR
JCM.
Tips. Okay. PPR tip says, should I start Derrick Henry, Rashad White, JCM, or White again?
Yeah, I'm assuming, is that Rashad twice, I guess?
Regardless, you're sitting Rashad and White.
That's actually, I'm not fully sold on JCM. I'm higher on him now after seeing him get some volume, but I'm just not fully sold on.
Are you debating between Rashad and White?
I'm deeply concerned whether or not I'm going to go Rashad or White. I think I go Rashad.
Very conflicted. Thank you for tuning in, Nicola. Sean Jr. McCaffrey says, Sleez. Okay, this was a Sleez one. Sleez, I have Mason on buy. Are we still holding for the league winner or look to trade him?
I do not trust Aaron Jones as far as I can throw that guy. No.
I have
Smart.
No. I have Scat, Mason, Swift, Kendra Miller. Should I trade Mason? No, he's the only. He's a very good running back in a very bad running back room. All right, this one's for who dropping Woody Marks valid or think he has some value rest of the season.
Depends.
Williams?
I think you keep him. Absolutely.
Yeah. Michael Carter, Kamara, or Chase Brown in PPR formats from Caden. So I don't know if Kamara is going to play, but just based off of the reception upside and how we've seen Joe Flacco hyper-focus running backs in situations he's not really comfortable in, and the fact that the Packers give up the second most receptions to running backs, if it's PPR format, I think Chase Brown gives you the most PPR reception upside. I don't think Carter is a very efficient running back. He was very touchdown dependent last week, averaging 2.6 yards per carry. So my answer here is Chase Brown, and I hate it. Sleez, this is from Jack Mack. Says Tet or David Montgomery in the flex, full PPR. I know
Jack Mack, it is Tet week. He's my wide receiver 6, absolute smash play. Scores his first touchdown of his NFL career. Lock him in.
Love it. This one's for Jared. Jared, are you starting Jared Goff or Mac Jones this week?
Yeah, I'm riding with my guy Jared. That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, that's very easy. Okay, Snoopaloop, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, brother.
Nice name.
Thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate you watching us over
Bring
on
your
X.
green hat. Come on over.
All 1,000.
I recognize that page. I know he's sent me some DMs. That's definitely from Twitter.
Yeah, so all 1,316 of you watching on Twitter, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Smash a like, subscribe. Really appreciate it, buddy. Okay, this one is for Who Hames. Who for my wide receiver 1, 2, and 3, tight end, and flex spot. You got your work cut out for you on this one, buddy. Devontae Adams, Quentin Johnston, Deebo Samuel, Flournoy, Tyquan Thornton, Sterling Shepard, benches, Travion Harrison, Kenneth Gainwell, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Charbonnet, tight ends, Mason Taylor, Kyle Pitts, Kittle. So he needs a wide receiver 1, 2, and 3. So 3 wide receivers, a flex.
Yeah, I flex Krosky Merritt for sure.
Hell yeah.
I start Devontae Adams, and I'm probably just risking it with Deebo. I actually kind of like. Have you guys heard of Quentin's like leaning towards playing or not? I've heard
he's going to play.
Yeah, he's going to play.
Okay, yeah. I think you just play those top 3, and then I think it's Mason Taylor. So Adams, Quentin Johnson, Deebo, and then Krosky Merritt and Mason Taylor.
Okay, great. Bill says, I just read that Kamara doesn't want to get traded. Doesn't matter what he wants, respectfully. Chargers activated Hines. Naeem Hines, didn't he get his leg like absolutely shattered and crushed in a it wasn't an ATV. It was
it was a jet ski.
Jet skis. Okay. Skidoo's like the Canadian way of saying it. The skidoo area for fuck's sakes, man. I think you have to start Diggs going forward. It's not a bad call. Mason Taylor or Laporta this week. It's Sam Laporta for me, but Mason Taylor, his usage has been way better, and the matchup is not great for Sam Laporta. But I'm going to play the higher implied point total with a more reliable quarterback. I'm going with Laporta. I see you guys disagreeing, shaking your head.
Spagnola is a tight end god. Do not start Laporta this week.
Mason Taylor's my guy this week. I'm extremely high on him though.
Especially with Sertan out there on Willie.
I actually kind of side with Laporta here.
Thank you. Tyler, this question's for Sleez. Trade Puka, Swift, and Ridley for Jonathan Taylor, Bucky, and Adams. PPR redraft. Also have White as a handcuff for Bucky.
Yeah, I'm taking the JT Bucky side in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Okay. Agreed.
Even though I'm losing Puka, that's too much value.
Yeah. It would be my luck. So. It would be my luck that the Chargers trade for one of those dudes the week after I trade for a Marion.
I just did in Dynasty as well, too. I'm pissed.
All right. Tyler, this is another question from Tyler. I love the Jack Black background picture. I don't know if you guys know the song Fuck Her Gently. It's one of the greatest songs ever in the history of Everdom. If you haven't heard it from Jack Black, Tenacious D, please play
Tenacious D. He's my grandma's neighbor out in Iowa, or was back in the day.
That's sick. Start 3 PPR, Etienne, Swift, Olave, Monty, or Rashad White. Mr. Tyler.
I'm starting Etienne. I'm starting Monty, and I'm starting Rashad White.
Okay. Anyone watching the Cubs? I've never watched a baseball game in my entire life. I couldn't tell you a thing about baseball.
Playoff baseball is sick, though. I'm not a big baseball guy.
That was crazy. The Mariner game was sick, dude.
Yeah, if you want to give it a shot, now is the time.
I hear the Blue Jays are doing good. It would be the Canadian thing of me to do there, to watch my Blue Jays. I heart BJs.
This is an easy one for me.
Clay Tunga says Tucker Kraft or Kelsey non-PPR. Who Haynes?
Slice up that cheese.
It's Kraft.
Yeah.
Okay. Swa says my RB room is Bijan, Judkins, Hampton. Fantastic RB room, regardless of the Hampton injury. Dobbins, Carter. Is this a 6-man league? Should I try to send May and either Carter or Dobbins to upgrade to Jaden Daniels, 2 flex, and currently starting Dobbins? I wouldn't. I mean, like, Drake May's got the safer floor and less injury volatility than Jaden Daniels. The likelihood of Jaden Daniels re-injuring is very high. I'm gonna hold on to your current roster. I think your roster is built to last, buddy. Sleaze, Travis Hunter or David Njoku for last flex from Sean Jr. McCafferty. I'm up 31 from Scott, and I have Trey McBride already.
Dude, David Njoku's a smash play for me this week. Got to be Njoku.
Copy. PPR tips. Jelly of the month says half PPR. Goddard put me in a hole. Need wide receiver 3 in a flex. Current situation is Sutton and Pollard. Switch either or both for underperforming Ladd, Bourne, or hurt Jawan Jennings.
I'm definitely starting Cortland Sutton. He's not moving anywhere. Pollard is one that I think so. I kind of said this earlier, that this is one of those situations where, to me, Pollard is probably the safe play, but very low ceiling, in my opinion. Like, if he gets you 12 points, it's a moonshot for Pollard right now. That offense is just not moving properly. I think I would probably end up going with Ladd. I think maybe QJ's hammy. It seemed like they started getting Ladd a little bit more involved. I don't know when, Johnston did that to his hamstring last game, but I just have a feeling Ladd is going to be a little bit more involved, and I think he's got a better chance of having big upside and very similar floor to Pollard.
So I'm going to big brain this, okay? I'm going to big brain this with you. I'm not going to play Sutton or Pollard. I'm going to play Ladd. And then
wait for Bourne and Jennings.
Exactly. Both. So if Jawan Jennings is healthy, I'm starting Jawan Jennings. If Jawan Jennings isn't healthy, I'm starting Kendrick Bourne, because regardless, one of those two is going to be the hyper-focused target from Mac Jones. Big brain that one.
That's the advice you're looking for, right? That's what I was going to say. Good shit.
Hey, that's fair.
Thanks for tuning in, Jolly of the Month. We appreciate you. Who Hames? Flex 1, Chase Brown, Hendy, or Golden?
Oh,
easy.
Oh, God.
Man, I love Golden this week, but the Chase, like, it was full PPR. Chase Brown is very interesting.
Yeah,
but
Golden
I would
breaks
probably
just
start
as much as BTJ.
I would start Golden because I'm stubborn.
Yeah, I'm starting Henderson because Ramondre Stevenson.
I'm going Travion Henderson because he fumbled once. It's the Henderson time.
Gross.
Yeah. I mean, like Antonio Gibson, there's a little bit more volume there, and I like his efficiency. Yeah. I'm going Antonio Gibson. There's a world where we're going to see, like, Josh Jacobs get 30 snaps or 30 handoffs, and we're going to see his backup, whatever the fuck his name, get like 15, and just not see a single drop back throw for Jordan Love because the Cincinnati Bengals rush defense is so putrid. All right. This is for Disco. Big draft energy. Me, him, the guy. Jay Moore says stash Benson, Woody, or Coker for long-term play. The answer is Trey Benson. Sleez says thoughts on Ricky PT long-term stash or Benson and Benson.
So thoughts on
of them as
stashing them?
Yeah,
They should both not be on the waiver wire.
yeah, great stash. Sleaze bomb, Igbuka to Saturn, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, to the moon. Okay, Jack Black was his grandma's neighbor.
Was
or
his parents.
Yeah, or Kyle Glass. Kyle Glass is fantastic too. Fantastic guitar player. Sleaze, this one's from Dylan Fink. Says full PPR team Scatabo here. Nice. Scataboobs. Sick name. Sick name. Start one tight end. Warren, Kraft, Waller. Trading one next week. One flex. Bourne, Flowers, or Swift. Rank these week 6.
Wow, well, way to light me up, Dylan.
In order: Fields, Murray, Young, Darnold. So I think Murray's not playing, so he's got to be dead last. So I think we'll all help on this one. So start one: Tyler Warren, Kraft, or Waller. I have Kraft ranked higher, but I'm okay with either Kraft or Warren. What about you, Sleaze?
Both. They're both starts. You trade Waller now; it's a tough matchup versus Chargers.
Hell yeah. Okay, Bourne, Flowers, or Swift. I think the answer is Flowers, unless Juwan Jennings is out, but we're not going to get that news in time.
I'm going
so
Swift either way.
You're going Swift either way? Okay, so Swift either way for you. I'm going Flowers either way. Rank these week 6 quarterbacks in order: Fields, Murray, Bryce Young, Darnold. So I think you would say it's Darnold,
Young, Fields, Murray.
Okay, there you go. Should I flip Golden for Burden from Jay Moore to PPR tips?
I mean, I think that depends on what type of a league this is. If it's redraft, I would be willing to do that. If it's dynasty, I would keep Golden.
Why would you want Burden over Golden to redraft?
Because I'm thinking DJ Moore is going to get traded, and I'm thinking Burden's going to get bigger opportunity.
And what about Jaden Reed and Watson coming back?
I don't trust Golden in redraft. Like I would like. This is going to sound a little crazy. It depends on your league, your roster, all that kind of stuff. But I would have no issue dropping Matthew Golden. I have zero faith that he's ever going to be consistent this year. And it's for the same reason that I haven't liked any of the Green Bay wide receivers. They do not target any of them consistently. They don't even target Jaden Reed consistently when he's healthy, and he's a stud. So, there's plenty of talent, but it's hard to trust them. It's why in the past I haven't been in on Kraft either. And there's other tight ends
Where's the bell at? Ding, 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 ding. I just traded Matthew Golden everywhere.
There's too much spreading around of the ball. And like BDE was saying a second ago, Josh Jacobs is going to get fed. So you're going to lose a lot of opportunities to that run game, just absolutely pile driving.
You just drove my fucking heart into the ground because I love Matthew Golden. I
drafted him as a hope. I took a shot on him, and you would be proud. It was a guillotine league. I tried getting queued. I drafted some rookies like I don't normally do. Absolute fail. I can promise you I'll never do that again. I'm back to hitting rookies for the most part.
Can I tail on that for a second?
Yeah.
Like I was huge on Matthew Golden too, like 20% pre-draft. Part of the thesis is that he was going to be good by the time Watson comes back, if Watson came back. So it is starting to feel a little worse. I don't want it to, but I do think this is like his real last chance before things look grim.
He will be the most fantasy relevant rookie wide receiver when the fantasy football playoffs comes around. So that's why I'm stashing Golden.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, okay, so clip it. An hour and 13 minutes in. I just blew the fucking panel's mind.
That is so spicy.
Yeah. All right. Who Hames? This is from SKO. Pittman and Tyler Warren for Hunter Henry or Derrick Henry. You got to specify on the Henry. Please specify on the Henry.
Either way.
No is the answer.
Yeah. How's it going, guys? Call Saul. I don't need a lawyer yet. This one's for me. What's your thoughts on Casey and Detroit? On also thoughts on Smith with Hunt banged up and Pacheco not playing well. I think Brashard Smith is the right answer long term in the playoffs. I think Brashard Smith is going to fill that Jerick McKinnon role, but we're going to see that. And at the most reliable state when your fantasy playoffs are happening and the games matter the most, especially with the Chiefs trying to fight for a playoff spot since they already have a negative record. And my thoughts on Detroit and Casey is I can't stop thinking about this game, especially for my exposure to Xavier Worthy. This is like the Xavier Worthy game. Like the writing's on the wall, the injury has me slightly concerned, but he's fine. Like, he's gonna play. It's got the highest implied point total, and there's no starting corners for the Detroit Lions. So that's my thoughts on that game. I'm very excited for it.
Kareem Hunt for the goal line work.
I mean, for sure, Kareem Hunt's always going to get the goal line work. That's what he does. He's a touchdown vulture, and he doesn't get hurt for some fucking reason. He's not the touchdown vulture. He's like the cockroach, because cockroaches would survive a fucking nuclear like holocaust, and like it doesn't matter what happens to Kareem Hunt, he will always show up, and he'll always just cockroach your life. These videos are always fires. Everyone have a good night. I appreciate you. It's not a video though. It's live. We're live. Sleez says, Zach Stevens says, Pats or Jags D. Pats have an easier matchup, but are away. Jags are on a roll at home, but tough matchup.
Their D's been good, but I don't like this matchup.
Yeah. Bro's just skipping. I feel you. Y'all have a good night. I skipped? What did I skip?
You got skipped.
Fucking jelly. This guy.
Shout out to 30 chat, 32, 30 watching, 32 likes. Appreciate that, guys. 34 now. Which kicker stream has 10-point ceiling this week?
Michael Badgley.
Like, who are your options?
Badgley. I don't fucking do kickers at all.
Oh, Zach.
Zach, I dropped Diggs and held Golden. That was weeks ago, but it still hurts. Fantastic decision for your fantasy football playoffs. Great move. Red Jellyman says
you got to get that.
Or yellow.
Yeah.
I
feel
cheeks,
sick
baby.
after hearing you say that.
Yeah. So it was Derrick Henry, still a no. Like your mom's staring.
They're talking to me. They're talking to me. I know who they are. Keep going.
Hendy could actually outperform Stevenson despite him playing the top guy. Do you
Way to
guys
skip that comment. That was good. I like it. That was good. There you go.
Do you guys like playing QB matchups? I have Knicks and May, but trying to trade Knicks for bench depth. Yeah, I mean, well, like regardless, week 14 you're screwed because both of the quarterbacks had the same bye. So I would try to upgrade there for sure. All right, time for the show. We've caught up with every chat.
Only an hour and 16 minutes in.
I told you, man, it's a marathon. And when I say it's a marathon, we are not exaggerating. Now I need to find where I have all my freaking slides that I set up. There they are. All right. So what we're going to do is, who you think is going to win, your favorite betting line on the game. And if you guys want to tail us on these props, make sure you guys sign up on Drafters Fantasy Sports using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit. So first game on the docket, we got the Denver Broncos. Oh, I got to pull down the banners here. We got the Denver Broncos. They are 7-point favorites against the New York Jets. Game kicks off at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So set your fucking alarm so you don't get Jalen Warren on late news situation. They're playing the Jets. The over-under is 43.5. So we're just going to say, who do you think is going to win the game? Tips? Who do you think is going to win the game?
Yeah, Broncos.
Who Hames?
Broncos.
Okay. Disco. Broncos. Okay. What is your favorite bet in this game?
I think him and I probably have the same one. Mine's Mason Taylor over receiving yards. It's like 31 or something. Or 33.5.
Okay. Mine is either J.K. Dobbins over, it's only 64.5. It was 70.5. Over 64.5 rushing yards. I also love the Evan Ingram over, it's 24.5. I loved it at 23.5. I liked it even more at 24.5. He's getting the most slot usage. And I also love the Breece Hall over 27.5 receiving yards. What about you, PPR fantasy tips?
I think I would probably look at, I don't know what it is on that, but what is Cortland Sutton looking at for receptions?
4.5.
Yeah, I like that. I like that for Cortland Sutton. I also, I'm a big anytime touchdown guy, so I would love betting J.K. Dobbins anytime touchdown.
I love that. And I love that the chat's getting involved. Yeah, chat. Broncos easy win. Jets. What? Jellyman, you are higher than Giraffe Pussy, buddy. We're gonna put you on timeout soon. Denver from Amacat. Yeah, chat, get involved. Let us know who you guys think is gonna win. All right.
Hey, if the Jets win, you gotta clip that.
Yeah, facts. Honestly, I have Denver in my survivor pool, and I'm terrified right now.
Oh, so yeah, we gotta go Denver then.
Yeah. Okay. So, by the way, the slides look great. The formatting here looks great. Disco's doing a great job, man.
Yeah, you are doing a great job. This looks awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Arizona plus 7-point underdogs against the Indianapolis Colts. The under is 47.5. Mr. PPR tips, who do you have winning this game?
I think I've got the Colts winning this game, especially if Kyler Murray is out.
Okay, so instead of winning, just tell me which bet you like the most, either the spread, the money line straight up, or
I
the
got
over
you.
under. I think
I would. I don't know what the odds are, but I don't typically like going on larger spreads. So I would take Colts money line. I'd probably parlay it with like another, probably the Bronco or whatever the game was we just said. I'd probably go with Broncos money line, Colts money line parlay, lock it in.
All right, that's fantastic advice. Who Hames?
I'll take the 7. Give me the Colts.
Okay, I'm going to take the under on this game. I think we're going to see less offense than we're going to expect. I do like the Colts to do well, but I don't think there's enough juice in this. So when we're talking about some of our betting lines for this game, I'm going to start us off here. I'm going to say Tyler Warren has one of the best matchups in football this week. His receptions prop was at 4.5 receptions. They've now taken that down.
Yeah.
His receiving yards line is at 51.5. I tend to like the receiving yards line at 51.5. So I like the over on that. When we talk about the Arizona Cardinals defense, they're one of the most advantageous matchups when we're looking at just receptions and receiving yards upside for tight ends. And then last but not least, I love the Jonathan Taylor over 2.5 receptions. I even love the 16.5 receiving yards a little bit more because he is due for a longest reception. Literally every time he touches the field, he has gotten one every single game that he's played thus far. And the Arizona Cardinals give up. Hold on, I got my notes right here. I don't have my notes right here. The Arizona Cardinals give up. No, I don't have my notes right here. But they give up a significant amount of receiving yards. Let me pull up my numbers there. Anybody else like a prop here?
Let me catch back up here. Broncos points, Colts points, lock of the week. Will Lutz 7.5 kicker points. The Jets give up the most.
Fantastic.
I've already placed Tyler Warren receiving over this week, so I do kind of agree there.
Yeah, the 11th most receiving yards to RB is at 39.40 is what the Arizona Cardinals allow to opposing running backs on a weekly basis. I just had to pull up my notes. PPR tips?
I like honestly, I like the Jonathan Taylor over 87.5 rushing yards. I think he could just eat it up. I think Colts take a lead and they just lean on the run game, especially, like I said, especially if Kyler's out. I think it could be good for Marvin Harrison Jr.'s fantasy value, like we said earlier, but I don't know about the team and overall scoring.
I respect it. Chris Cheatham says Chargers reportedly looking for an RB in trade market. Who we thinking? Kamara, Ford, Etienne, Brees Hall. Jay Moore, I like having one solid QB, so I don't think about it every week. Would probably just play May every week. It's not a bad advice at all, actually. Jets sneaky win at KJ Allen, Indianapolis. Hell yeah. Kyler Murray is going to be out or playing injured. Lutz or Badgley, Sleez?
Lutz, man. New York Giants give up 13.5 field goal points a game. The Jets, sorry.
You're good. No need to apologize. I'm the Canadian. I'm supposed to be apologizing here. All right, next game here. We got the Cleveland Browns. They are 6-point dogs coming into Pittsburgh. The over-under is 38. Guys, I even have it color-coded. I am fucking killing it. These slides look sick. Sleez, do you like the spread? Do you like the over, the under? Do you like a straight-up money line? What you got here, buddy?
This is the game I wanted to talk about. Dylan Gabriel's getting his first NFL win here. I'm taking Cleveland on the points.
Ooh.
Wow.
And I'm taking Judkins laddered up to 120 rushing yards in this game.
He's at 78.5. I think that's a fantastic bet. Mr. PPR tips.
Yeah, I'm taking Steelers. Steelers -6. I like the spread there.
Okay. Who Hames?
I'm taking the 6 in Cleveland.
Okay. I'm going to take Pittsburgh covering the spread as well. I like Pittsburgh to just straight up win this one. I think that defense is too good. And we just haven't seen it come together. The bye week is going to make them even better. When it comes to my favorite props, and Sleez stole my favorite one, when you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers secondary, they have hemorrhaged longest reception for over 33 yards every single game thus far this season. Right now, Jerry Jeudy's 18.5 longest reception is very, very juicy and very enticing. So I'm going to say that's one of my favorite locks in this game, other than the Quinshon Judkins rushing yards, which is one of my locks on the week. Who Hames?
I will tail something I said earlier, and I will say Jalen Warren under rushing. It's 44.5.
Yeah, it's way too high.
Way too high.
Mr. PPR fantasy tips.
Scroll up to Njoku. Let me check him out.
He's another lock.
It's decent.
35.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, I take those receiving yards. I would take those receiving yards over.
Love it. Okay, cool. Next game, let's pull it up. Let's catch up with the chat first.
Yeah, roll tide, baby. Let's go.
Time to use the hype while it lasts to trade away Haskins and Vidal.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. QJ or Keenan? I'm going to say Keenan. Gentlemen, anybody disagree?
Yeah,
agreed.
With QJ's hamstring, he could pop one for sure. I mean, the matchup's great, but I go safe with Keenan.
Yeah, they're both studs. I'd rather go with the healthy one.
The color coding is just like fantastic. These slides are so good. Good work, Disco. Thanks, guys.
I like it.
All right, we got the Dallas Cowboys next game. They are 3-point favorites against the Carolina Panthers. The over-under is 49.
Love that.
What you got, Sleez?
Man, you know I've been riding high on these Panthers, man. 2 out of 3 wins. Dallas is hot too.
You know the answer to this, Sleez.
I want to say Cowboys money line. I don't like the points, though. I'll take the money line. But there's so much I like from this game of props, but we'll get to it when you guys go.
Mr. PPR tips.
Yeah, no, I'm taking that spread, no doubt about it. And I hate to say it because I love Bryce Young.
So you think the Cowboys cover the spread?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what were you going to say? Bryce Young?
I just hate hating on Bryce Young in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, no.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, hey, roll Tide to him. But the Cowboys are about to roll over the Panthers.
I don't care about piss, about nothing but the Tide. Something like that. Who Hames? What you got?
I like the over 49 in this game.
Okay, I'm gonna say that Carolina covers the spread in this one. I like Carolina to cover the spread in this one, but I do think Dallas will straight up wins. All right, favorite prop in this game for me. I'm going to say Tedero McMillan over 68.5 receiving yards. Now it's tailed up to 70.5. I still like that a heck of a lot. And then my second favorite would be Javonte Williams over his longest rush of 14.5 yards. I love both of those props. I think they're both fantastic. Sleez, you said you love a lot of props in this game. Which ones do you like, buddy?
Let's get it rolling. Bryce Young over 207, absolute lock. The Dallas Cowboys passing defense couldn't stop Fresno State. 18.5 receiving for Rico I like, but don't love. Obviously, I like the Tet one. I love the Xavier Leggett 2.5 receptions.
Oh, shit. Ferguson over 48.5 receiving yards is one of the best.
Let me get to it.
I'm talking about my locks. Like, I already posted these, but like Ferguson, my bad. Continue.
And then David Leggett, in the 3 games he's been out there healthy, he's getting 8 targets a game. I know that Coker's back, but I don't trust Coker in his first game.
Coker's officially out, I think.
Then 2.5 receptions for Leggett should be an absolute lock.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
just came across?
Sanders 19.5 receiving yards in his first game back in a team that seems to give up a lot of.
And I'd take every Jake Ferguson prop across the board there is. Every single one of them.
Okay, so there's 48.5 receiving yards, 17.5 longest reception. You like both of those?
I like his receptions. I think it's like 6.5 too. I think he's going to get another 12, 13 targets.
Love that. There's no receptions up here. Okay. Who Hames? What you got?
I don't see it here, but I liked McMillan's 5.5 receptions.
Okay, not a bad call as well. Mr. PPR fantasy tips.
Let me see what Javonte is working with.
75.5 rushing yards.
Carolina run has been pretty good.
16.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, I mean, I like anytime touchdown all day with Javonte Williams, but based on what's here, I think I gotta just copy you and just say that Jake Ferguson one feels like a lock. I like that a lot. I feel very confident in Jake Ferguson.
Fantastic. Let's catch up with the chat. Where did I leave off? Buys are coming up. Holding isn't the worst move. Cowboys are going to kill the Panthers under 51.5. I would bet the over on Bryce Young turnovers. Jake Ferg is good. Jake Ferg is the best tight end in football. Is Jellyman like your IRL? Is he just trolling you right now? Okay, makes sense. All right, next game. We got the Los Angeles Chargers who are 4-point favorites against the Miami Dolphins. The over-under is 43.5. Let's change the order. Who Hames? This time you go first.
I'll take the Chargers and the 4.
Okay. That's Mr. PPR tips.
I'd probably go Chargers money line on this one.
Okay. Sleez?
I'm going Chargers, ladder it up to 9.5, and I'm taking the over. Chargers have lost 2 in a row. They're pissed. They're coming out hot.
Yeah, I'm just taking Chargers to cover the 4. I'm not going to ladder it up.
Oh my God, Boba! You're the best.
Whatsoever.
Okay. My bet that I like is I really like the Darren Waller 38.5 receiving yards.
Darren Waller over 38.5 receiving yards.
So yeah, they've been ramping him up in usage a lot. So, and they said they're going to continue doing that. And
he has a super tough matchup though. Like Chargers are damn good versus tight end, man.
Yeah. Mr. PPR tips, what you got?
What is Waddle looking like on this?
67 roll tide. 67.5 receiving yards here for Waddle.
I wish they had his receptions.
I'm trying to see. I can't find the stupid whatever. I'd probably take the receptions number on that.
What are you looking for? Just so I can help you up.
I was trying to scroll real quick and find what he did last week when he was wide. I just can't remember what his stat
he shattered it.
Like.
Yeah,
11 targets, 150 or something.
Oh yeah, receptions.
Sorry, 9 targets, 110
all day.
Okay, Sleez.
I like Justin Herbert. Did you already say this? Who Hames? The rushing?
No, I forgot that.
That's one of my favorite props.
Justin Herbert's 22 rushing is probably my lock for the Charger game. I like.
I got it at 18.5.
Yeah, I like that.
I got it at 18.5 too.
And the other lock is going to be Tua Tagovailoa interception 0.5. He's ducking one straight into the Chargers.
So since you stole one of my favorite props and locks with Quentin Johnson being banged up, I'm going to gladly take Keenan Allen over 53.5 receiving yards against a CFL secondary. It is free fantasy football production and it's free money in the betting lines. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. So we got Jerry Bagshaw says Diggs or Tet this week. I'm going to say Tet. What you guys going to say?
I mean, I got another one to throw in here. Do we not just trust these running backs? I mean, dude, Haskins and Vidal could both crack 38 and 30.
100%.
The Dolphins are giving up 200 yards a game on the ground.
For sure. But I'm going to say that Justin Herbert's is the low-hanging fruit because he's averaging like 24 to 32.
Chargers line's banged up too, but those
yards per rush pretty much. He's been fucking absolutely insane. And I haven't really seen much out of those two guys. I don't want to get
going Diggs on this Diggs or Tet. I'm a big Diggs guy. I think Drake May and his connection is just heating up. I don't see him not getting at least 8 targets, and I trust in Diggs.
But it's not the Buffalo Bills. This game doesn't matter. He already broke the hearts of New Orleans fans.
But his past 2 games have been really good, and I've felt like that's been coming the entire season. I think it's just been a matter of ramping him up. I am extremely confident in Stephon Diggs. I love Diggs, so I would definitely take him. I also hate to say it, I've got a little bit more faith in Drake May getting the ball to him than I do in Bryce getting the ball to T-Mac.
Fair enough. Who Hames?
Yeah, so it's Diggs, and I haven't got a fact check this yet, but I heard on the way home from work today that Steph Diggs is in the 99th percentile in open score this year.
Oh, look at that.
Or separation.
Shocker.
One or the other.
Shocker.
Yeah, I found someone who's 1-4 has Bucky. I'm gonna see if he will take Haskins, Vidal, and Jamo for Bucky.
Good luck.
Start Shakir or Shaheed at wide receiver 3.
Shakir.
Yeah, Shaheed, Hall, Haskins, Laporta, or Waller at flex 2. I'm gonna say Shaheed.
Yeah, Shaheed's got a great matchup.
Yeah, Shaheed.
I think I go
Laporta,
dude.
Alcier or Waller. It's Laporta.
Why does Shaheed have a great matchup when he's the outside wide receiver that's going to draw Christian Gonzalez? Why?
He's not going to draw Christian Gonzalez because Christian Gonzalez is going to shadow the wide receiver 1, who is Chris Olave.
He shadows one side. Olave plays 65% of the slot snaps and Kellen Moore offense.
I still like Shaheed. He's been as consistent as it comes. He's been getting you 4 receptions every fucking game, and one of them could nuke.
Is Gonzalez definitely in now?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in. Okay. But I mean, I think he's going to be on more Shaheed than he is Olave. So
so if you're not starting Shaheed, who are you starting? Like I like Shakir. I like
Shakir.
Shakir, Shaheed is my answer.
Shakir, Hall, and Waller or Laporta. Yeah. I'd put Laporta in there or Kels. I don't like Waller this week, by the way. Just throw it out there.
Yeah, I don't either.
I just think they're going to have to throw it in. They don't have that many options. And I think Tua looks like he likes throwing to him. If they get more snaps,
they need Mostert back, man.
Dude, I miss my guy. Must start. that was one of my bigger L's of all time. I was
not
so
as
all
big
in
as
on
my
that last year.
Zamir White because I had 50.
Hey, I'll cheers
53.
you with my Mostert with your Zamir White.
I had 53% in over 750 best ball lineups last year. It was a fucking L. Yeah, Chargers going to lose. My only lineups that did well were the ones without Zamir White. Minus 12 starters. Chargers versus Dolphins is the most toss-up matchup. Chargers will win because I want them to lose. I would bet the over on Chargers running backs getting injured. Herbert to the moon. Yeah, I love Herbert. I think he's going to have like an out-of-body experience. That's why I'm so high on Herbert
the carries.
And I really like his receivers this week. Problem is, you won't know which three of the Chargers RBs will be getting the carries. Fantastic point. Jonas, sick name, says, with Tampa having no receivers outside of Agbuka, start Otten or Waller this week in full PPR. My answer is Cade Otten. Anybody disagree?
No. I'm not out on Waller. Waller's usage is like I get it that it's not a great matchup.
Yeah,
but
I'm probably
Waller. Yeah. And I love Otten this week. Like he's actually one of my target bets.
All right, we will catch up the chat after we get to this next game. So next game we got the Los Angeles Rams. They are 7-point favorites and only 7-point favorites, which is boggling. And it's been this the entire week. What the fuck do they know that we don't know? Only 7 points. Houston was favored by 14 at one point last week. Versus Baltimore, the game kicks off in Baltimore. The over/under is 44.5, and I think the bad weather is something that we are not seeing too well. Like the 7-point spread should be the freest money in fantasy football in betting right now, right? It should make the most sense. So what does Vegas know that I don't? This game has me stressed. Just
it's
because
it's a trap.
It feels like a fucking trap.
How the hell are the Texans favored by 14.5 last week and the Rams aren't?
Matt Stafford is for sure going down with a back injury during this game if Vegas is on only
like if the game
they
is
know something we don't know.
If it's a 7-point spread, then Matt Stafford 22.5 completions or 254 passing yards seems free, but like the game shouldn't be this fucking close. So I'm going to go out and say it. I'm going to say Los Angeles Rams covers the spread. It's logical. And I also like the under. Who Hames? What do you got?
I'll play devil's advocate just for the fact to do it. Like we just seen the Giants beat the Chargers because of the West Coast.
It's completely different teams.
Well, it's the West Coast
East analysis.
It's the West Coast East Coast thing is what I think they're doing.
Okay,
I'm on the Rams, but that's what I think they see. Maybe is the West Coast.
It should be fucking 30-3.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, and I still like the under. Sleez, what you got the Rams covering here?
I'm tripped out though by the spread though, but I'm taking the Rams.
It's so stressful. I've been dealing with this all week. Mr. PPR tips, what do you got?
I mean, just to be different, I want to say let's just lock in an automatic dub. Let's not even worry about the spread. Let's just go Rams money line. Let's just take the easy dub.
All right.
Your odds probably suck though, to be fair, but
it's not a lot. Not a lot of juice there. Probably like a 30%er.
I was waiting
for a parlay. Throw in a little 2-3 pick parlay. Bada bang, bada boom.
Can everyone come on in with the Kyren Williams talk, Jared? I'm waiting for it, man. Where's all those Blake Corum, Jarquez, 100 people?
Dude, let's come on down. Let's stick to the show. Don't go off script. I got Kyren Williams for my favorite prop, 14.5 longest rush because I don't think he's going to play the entire game. What do you got, Who Hames?
I don't know yet. I'm not going to bet anything in this game until the weather comes in.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, I like, just to be honest.
I'll give you one, even without the weather. We are going to go with
Joshua Carty over 1.5 field.
Derrick Henry under 73.5.
That was the only one I was looking at, honestly.
Every kicker you said is an absolute lock, by the way, this year. And like your analysis has been spectacular. Strange shit has fucking happened.
Carty missed a 50-yarder and missed a PAT.
Fucking Elliott, like strange shit has happened. So, like when you say that, I'm going to bet against it.
Strader got hurt.
Both of these games were definitive blowouts. By the way, like his analysis was bang on. The Rams were supposed to kill the 49ers. Cardio was supposed to have 7.5 extra points, no problem. Right? Just off of extra points. Fucking Elliott should have had 7.5 extra points on Thursday. Like the analysis was bang on. It's just Thursday night.
What happens when Jalen Hurts is your quarterback, man?
It's so shut.
Watch it, Sleez.
All right. So Jalen Hurts, what's your betting prop on Derrick Henry? I can't get the fucking.
Under
Hey, too many
70.5.
star Bama players in there. I get it. It's tough. It's easy to confuse them.
And by the way, the worst part is Henry opened at 78. It's dropped 8.5. That's how much people are betting.
Yours says 70. I refreshed mine like 10 minutes ago, and it's 73. My screen shows 73. It's like in the last 10 minutes, it's went to 70.
Interesting.
Well, I haven't refreshed in like 2 hours, so for when that's right.
Oh, maybe it's went up then.
Yeah, probably.
I'll refresh.
Yeah, because it was 78. Everyone bet it down.
Okay. So you like the over on that one?
And I like if there's a prop, by the way, here's another one. If it's on there it's not on Drafters, if it's on FanDuel or DraftKings, whatever you use, Jarquez Hunter's yards is going to be money this week.
I
think it's like 8.5.
I agree.
Oh, okay. 8.5, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you
lock
said
it in.
It's plus money odds right now on Bet365.
You said under on Derrick Henry, right, Sleez?
Yeah.
Yeah, not over. So
That's the only one I like as of right now without knowing the weather and looking at stuff.
Okay, we've spent enough time on this terrible game. Let's catch up with the chat before we talk about my Patriots. Because fuck, you guys have been with Tampa having no receivers outside of Igbuka. We got that one. Haskins is going to run at least 14 times. That would be nice. Imagine drafting Bucky and not taking Rachaad White basically for free in the 14th round. Absolutely. I'm watching the Cubs, but only channel coming in is in Spanish, so I'm still here.
Thanks for that.
¿Cómo está? Cerveza, por favor. Is sneaky pick on Tampa, Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams this week. I think I'm higher on Jaden Daniels. Anybody disagree?
Yeah, I'm higher on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb.
Okay, cool. I mean, I just
I'm
asked.
going Jaden on that.
Yeah, okay. So a 2-2 split. Haskins or Henderson? The answer is Henderson for me. In Clorsero, anybody disagree?
I would go Haskins there.
Okay, Sleez?
Man, I do think Haskins is going to fall into the end zone, but I think Travion Henderson's going to get a lot more usage this week, and I think he pops.
I think the difference is I want Henderson to do well.
Oh, I would much rather see Henderson do well. I just don't.
That's why I answer Henderson. That's why I answer Golden. That's why I answer BTJ. I want them to do well. Who Hames, Haskins, or Henderson?
It's probably Haskins. I don't want it to be.
Yeah,
Chase Brown or Tony Pollard from Chris Cheatham. Good to see you, brother. I'm going to go with Tony Pollard. I think he has better touchdown equity here. You guys disagree? PPR format, Chase Brown should get 6 or 7 receptions.
I'm going C Breezy.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, I can't say to start him, man.
Yeah.
I don't care that Flacco's there. I don't care that he could dump it off. That Pollard team sucks.
Who Hames?
Yeah, I'm Brown.
Okay.
Tajay gets in.
Lots of 2v2s right now. I like it.
Yeah.
Would you guys start Caleb or Baker? I got Caleb ranked higher, so I'm going to lean with Caleb. Anybody disagree?
I go Baker.
Who?
Baker.
I'm Caleb.
No, I was asking who Hames.
That's me. That's me. I'm the confusing one.
I love when that happens. Kirk, Russell, Alvin, Brees, Christian Kirk. Who the fuck is Russell?
He's saying
Jamarcus
people
Russell
that could be
earlier.
traded.
Jamarcus.
Alvin, Brees, Chris Olave,
Russell Gage, baby.
Russell
trade
Wilson,
candidate list. I should
Kamara,
probably
Brees
finish
Hall.
reading before I sound confused. I was like, who the fuck is Russell? Westbrook, Nathan Boyd got a roll with Baker and not look back. Jarquez season loading. I would love that for my basketball.
Hell no. Kyron season, baby.
Probably the play on the Rams is Justin Hill's receiving yards, but Keaton Mitchell has been dipping into a lot of the rushing production. So
you cannot catch me betting on Justice Hill. You need to put your your phone away if you're betting on Justice Hill. I can tell you that.
Man, he was very lucrative for me last year. I will say this. He like his receiving yards
respect
in games where like I anticipated a lot of third and long.
Was Keaton Mitchell healthy though?
Yeah, no. even when Mitchell was healthy.
Really? Wow. All right.
Yeah, Justice Hill was still fine for some
Mitchell's
games. His receiving yards prop is nice.
Mitchell's not really caught a lot of passes in his career.
No,
right?
but Mitchell's seen more work than Justice
just less
Hill.
Opportunities is more so what I'm talking about.
The game script is super weird. Justice Hill is not somebody I'm betting on this year at all. I agree. Yeah. Would you guys trade Devontae Adams and DJ Moore for Waddle and Xavier Worthy full PPR? Yes, I would. I would personally take Xavier Worthy and Waddle side. I'm on that side.
I'd keep Devontae and DJ Moore.
Devontae is your top 15.
You have two startable players on one side, and DJ Moore is not somebody I could recommend.
I think Rice is going to hurt Worthy more than some people are expecting.
Big
I
time.
mean, DJ Moore's already getting killed by fucking Roman.
I'm hoping he
Duvernay.
gets traded. That's really the thought with DJ Moore.
That's
You
the
can't
perfect
start
landing spot.
DJ Moore to save your life right now, but I'll take Devontae Adams over Waddle.
I'm starting
I trust
DJ
Stafford
Moore
over
this
Tua.
week.
Okay, Patriots versus. We did it. All right, so the Patriots are 3.5. This is very lopsided. Bad work here, Disco. Heavily on the left here. Holy fuck! Was I taking a piss when I did this? Jesus Christ! The New England Patriots are visiting the New Orleans Saints. The over/under is 44.5. The Pats are 3.5-point favorites. I like the Patriots to cover. Anybody else?
Yeah, I
Agreed.
Okay, sweet. Favorite props in this game? Should I start?
Have at it. It's your team.
I will have at it because it's my team. Hunter Henry over 39.5 receiving yards. The New Orleans Saints hemorrhage production to the especially fantasy format in the recent weeks. They've hemorrhaged a lot of production to the tight end position, and they've also given up a significant amount of yardage. I'm just trying to buy time with my fillers to scroll down to the point where I have my fucking numbers here. Okay, they give up the Saints defense gives up the 7th most fantasy points per game to tight ends PPR format, 8th most receptions allowed per game at 6.20, and the 2nd most receiving yards allowed at 75. 39.5 is the low-hanging fruit in this game. It's one of the best outliers in football, period, this week for betting. It's going to be on every one of my slips. Anybody else?
I'll jump in here if you want.
What's Olave looking like?
Chris Olave is looking
53.5.
like 52.5 and 18.5 longest reception.
He doesn't have receptions on there?
No,
I-
they're smart.
No, I wouldn't touch that.
Okay.
I know the Patriots have an insane rush D, but like Kendre Miller may be RB1, and he's at 28.
At 28, I know that's a good one.
He's at 28.5, and he's probably RB1 this week.
I
I'd
like
go Diggs over on his receiving yards if I had to.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Taysom Hill 13.5 rushing yards?
no.
I wouldn't touch it.
Okay,
risky
Mary
for
Douglas 10.5 longest reception. That used to be free money. Not today anymore.
The other prop you should lock in is Travion Henderson 33.5 rushing.
Okay, I respect it. I
hope
respect
you're
it.
right.
Yeah.
Respect it a lot. Kamara, Harvey, Gainwell, Miller need one. Okay, not Gainwell. Don't trust him in a bad
That's
game script.
irritating for
Bad
me.
game. Harvey, it's a plus game script, and he gets a lot of usage in plus game script, so we're interested in him. I think the answer unanimously is if Kamara is healthy, you play Kamara. If he's not healthy, you play Kendrick Miller. What do you guys think?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Henderson, Bros, and Shambles.
Yes,
It's time. Let him loose.
Honestly, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say it's RJ Harvey.
Okay, I like Harvey in a plus like in a game script
Yeah,
where they are leading, he gets a lot more usage. I do like that.
I think it's all close. Like I think it's close between the Saints guy and Harvey, but like I actually fear New England's run defense a little bit.
They just shot on James Cook.
Yeah, and we have seen Sean Payton recently give Harvey a goal line touch to make sure he gets a touchdown.
Heard.
So
yeah, I know. I like the call,
Harvey
but
counts too, baby.
I like to be safe. Harvey's tough to project. Like, what if the Jets make it a game? Because like Sean Payton hates us. He really does hate us in our fantasy football lineup.
Like he sits at home every night and just laughs about fantasy football. He's like, what can I do to screw everybody over?
So I was texting Debro and we were going back and forth about like players we liked in that game, and like he was talking about how much he loves Troy Franklin. I was telling him like, listen, I love you, I respect you, but it's not Troy Franklin. The answer is Evan Ingram. And then we talked about RJ Harvey and how we were both really high on him in the offseason. And I said, fuck Sean Payton. He's like, yeah, I mean, like, you never know what Sean Payton's going to do. He like puts us for a twist every single fucking week, right? We have no idea what Sean Payton's going to do. But could you imagine if us fantasy football content creators are fucking struggling trying to figure out what Sean Payton's going to do? Defensive coordinators must be having a fucking fit preparing for the Denver Broncos. So kudos to him. Terrible for our fantasy football lineup. Fucking A+ chess move as a coach. Next game, Seattle Seahawks. 1-point dogs coming into the Jacksonville Jaguars. The over-under is 47.5. I love the over in this game. I don't want to pick a winner. I just want to take the over. Anybody else?
I like the Jag side.
I'm riding with the Duval County, baby.
Yeah, it's the whole West Coast to East Coast thing. Like, in two teams that are good. Witherspoon being out is, I'm assuming he is definitely out. Based
Both
on
of
what
them
I
are
was
out.
reading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Walden
like-
and Witherspoon are both out.
Like I've already put, like, Disco's gonna like to hear this. I didn't take BTJ earlier, but I've scaled up BTJ to 100 yards on a bet. And
Yeah.
like I think that if he hits, he's gonna hit huge. Is kind of
Yeah.
what I think. That's
Yeah.
how I view it.
Well, it can't get any worse. He's gonna hit sometime.
Okay. Hey, man,
so-
that's fine.
yeah.
1 hour and 49 minutes in. Thanks for the clip. Okay. I like Brian Thomas Jr.'s longest reception. Tips, you didn't tell us what you liked in this game, buddy.
On this game, I think I'm gonna just keep riding the hot hand and go Jaguars. I'd probably take them money line here.
Okay. Cool. Is there any props that you like?
I would take BTJ over 4.5 receptions, and I would probably look at, let's see. What does Travis Hunter look like?
41.5 receiving yards, 3.5 receptions, 18.5 longest reception.
I'd probably take the under on his receiving yards.
Interesting. I like it. Hunter Long seems like his receiving yards is fucking free because his reception should be free, but I didn't even know that was his name for what it's worth. Who Hames? What you got, buddy?
I actually kind of love the JSN receiving the longest at 25.5.
I personally love his
Ooh.
6.5 receptions. And
I think
receiving yards.
I think all three of them are great.
Very
picks.
in play.
Like I think you just pick whichever one you think is you feel the most comfortable with. If you want to have fun, go with the longest reception.
Yeah, I mean the longest reception sweat is one of the greatest sweats you could possibly have.
Yeah. It's more for fun. I think the other two are probably slightly better bets.
Yeah, I like Brian Thomas Jr. over 21.5 longest reception because he's hit this marker 4 out of the 5 weeks. And I also like Jackson Smith and Jigba over 84.5 receiving yards or 6.5 receptions. I kind of like the receiving yards a little bit more. Those are my two locks in this game. Sleez, what do you got, buddy?
Well, you guys made that fun. The Jaguars, I got to go with Travis Etienne long rush. The Seattle is getting gashed by explosive running back plays, and Etienne and Liam Cohen have been drawing it up besides last week. There was a kind of a blunder.
So for the people who are listening to us audibly, what's the longest rush yard prop at?
13.5, I believe.
Love it.
I'm pulling it back up. That one, he's cracked that in every single game except last week. So, I mean, I like that a lot. You guys took, I mean, obviously JC's and BTJ. I would be looking also at I don't trust Cup. I don't trust K9. I don't trust Charbonnets. I think I'm gonna go with Diami Brown over 28.5 receiving yards as well.
Man, this Zach Stevens guy is fucking toxic. I love it. He says Scrappy Mo, all are equally terrible. Flip a coin and try not to think about God bless you, man. Jose Rodriguez says Golden, Shaheed, Brees, or Bourne. Pick one. I would say it's Bourne to be wild. If Juan Jennings doesn't play, but Juan Jennings looks like he's going to play. So I would say Brees is your floor play, and I'm going with Golden as your ceiling play. What do you guys think?
I'm going Brees.
Yeah. Sleaze?
Brees.
Born in the U.S. What you got here, bud? Who aims?
No, yeah, I agree. It's Brees.
Okay. Just traded Sutton. This is from Jeffrey J. Aponte Rivera. Fucking sick name. Only thing I like more than 3 names in somebody's name is 4. Just traded Sutton away for Javonte. Wide receiver lefts are Amon-Ra, BTJ, Tet. RBs are Etienne, Genty, Alvin Kamara, Mason, Hendy. Should I trade Etienne for Nico? Yes.
Oh my God. Yes.
Smash.
Just ask that first. Watch Parker Washington 80 yards, 2 TDs. There's a world.
Do you think the Hunter Long thing's gonna hit him? That's a weak spot. Seattle's the worst versus the tight end. 24.5.
That's why I said it. Like you look at what. Hold on, let me scroll down.
Yeah, it was such a Bretton Strange spot.
And for what it's worth, the notes I have here that I'm scrolling down, everybody on the panel has been shared on it, so everybody has that. So Seattle gives up the 3rd most fantasy points to tight ends, the 3rd most receptions allowed per game to tight ends at 7. They allow 13.8 points, 9th most receiving yards allowed to tight ends per game at 62.80, and tied for 4th most TDs allowed. So what I'm anticipating is the vacancy that they have within the slot is probably going to go not to the tight end, but to the slot. So whoever's going to get the vast majority of the work in the slot could be Washington, could be De'Ami Brown, could be Travis Hunter, could be BTJ. That guy's going to eat.
Greg Newsom's going to make PPR Tyler over here pretty mad about Travis Hunter this week. He's going to pop this week.
Hey, look, I do not cheer against guys popping. I simply just – I'm all about consistency, target volume, and show it to me. I typically stay away from the guys where it's like, oh, well, like they, more like what I would call like best ball guys, like good best ball guys. I don't typically lean towards starting in redraft leagues. It really depends on the type of league you're in.
Jamar Chase was the greatest best ball guy ever.
Who?
Jamar Chase last year.
Jamar Chase is the greatest in any format with Joe Burrow. You just need Joe Burrow. That's the key there.
Yeah, true. Herbert or Drake May, I'm going to go with Herbert. I got Herbert ranked higher, but it's very close. It's 5 and 6 for me.
That's where I'm at.
4 and 6 for me. Yeah, I've Herbert a little higher.
Yeah, really close. I probably
Zach Stevens, you talk shit about BTJ one more time, buddy. I'm putting you on timeout. He says BTJ 3 for 27. That's just mean, brother. Travis Hunter's going to smack Trust. I like that.
Oh, there we go, Chris.
We got you. Did you guys see the report? Kamara's not going to. No, he just said he doesn't
want to be traded. I do think the team's going to respect his wishes, though. He's like, that's like Nick Saban in Alabama. He's the guy in New Orleans. I would be very surprised if they traded him after.
Update, by the way, Kamara is expected to play week 6.
Okay, there you go. If a team gives up a lot to tight ends, could just mean that they have a good pass defense. No, because
respecting someone's wishes, though, do not help your franchise get better. They have no need for a 30-year-old running back.
I think the Saints will treat Kamara like the Mavs treated Dirk. Like there's certain teams and certain leagues and certain areas where I think they give him a little bit more respect.
Kamara's been a bum and he hasn't lived up to the contract. Respectfully.
Hey, I get it. I don't think, my guess is that the Saints are not they're not as worried about his production based on the offense they have. I don't think Kamara's production is going to do much to change that offense, even if he's balling. It's like Derrick Henry when he was on Tennessee, or Saquon when he was on the Giants. Like, yeah, they can put up big numbers and it's fun to watch. I guess you could sell tickets, but I think people are buying tickets to go see Kamara regardless from New Orleans. I don't think Kamara is about to turn a team with Rattler leading the way into a winning roster.
I respect it. All right, next game. Let's keep this rolling. We got the Tennessee Titans. They are 4-point
puke
coming into Las Vegas. The over-under is 41.5. There's nothing I want to bet on in this game except for Ashton Genty over 76.5 rushing yards. Can we all agree to move forward onto the next game? Please don't make me talk about this game a little bit more.
No, absolutely not. I am very in. I am very in. On Ridley. We're going to stand on business. We're going to stand on business here.
Wait, am I playing it?
He said it. You guys.
He's ready.
Hold up. What did you just say? I'm gonna need you to stand on business.
Yeah, I think
absolutely not. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah. No, I'm very in on Calvin Ridley this week. I think for DFS, like he's a low-owned smash play. Like
roll tide.
If Ashton Genty is smashing, something's going to happen on the other side. The Raiders, if Max Crosby isn't absolutely wrecking, and he might, they're going to be moving the ball against this horrendous defense. So everything but Max Crosby on this defense is pretty much not great. If you're doing salary cap stuff, I'm even going to get gross enough to take a Cam Ward plus Ridley stack with the Genty bringback stuff.
Is there a bet that you like?
Yeah, just his over. I'll scale that. I've already scaled
80.
I've scaled it up to 80 already.
So currently,
get out of my head.
He's at 46.5 receiving yards, 3.5 receptions, 19.5 longest reception. Which one out of all of them are your favorite?
The receiving yards for sure.
Yeah, I'm not touching it with your dick, respectfully.
Ooh,
yeah,
are we good? 3.5 receptions. Oh my god!
Yeah, not touching it with your dick.
Both of them are so good.
Yeah, I mean he had one good game. He is the model of inconsistency. I don't respect inconsistent players. He's as inconsistent as possible.
I'm literally about to find that and
he'd been hurt. He was hurt the
the
first
easiest
few
bet of the week.
games.
Can we
Easiest
move
bet of
on?
the week.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Hey, that
Absolutely
game-
not. We're not moving on. Fuck
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking trolling? All right, H13 Production says, would you send Judkins plus Keenan for Josh Jacobs or Kyron? Yes. I would do it for Josh Jacobs, but I do love Judkins. I need to know who the rest of your wide receivers are, though. Got both those offers. My RBs are Henry, Kamara, Judkins, Mondre, Rashad.
First of all, the
I would
best
not do
advice.
that.
My wide
Sending
receivers
it.
are Rasheed Rice, Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison. Like Josh Jacobs would be ideal here for you.
You get Jacobs because the bye's already gone too.
Yeah.
Pick up that extra game.
Thinking Kamara plus BTJ, never sell low for what it's worth. You always got to sell high. If you have a sell high window, then that's when you do it, buddy. I had Kamara last year, and they gave him a huge contract, even though the team wasn't doing anything. It seems like the team wants him there, and he feels that, yeah, that's fine. Zach the Sack wants to know your thoughts on Flournoy this week. Who's Zach the Sack?
I have no
It's
idea.
Zach Stevens,
but
I assume.
If you're starting Flournoy, good cheers up to you, man. That's the ball.
That's just like a streamer. That's like a desperate streamer that he could see volume like he did last year, and you just pray that happens. But you could very easily get screwed. It's just a plug and play pray.
Unless you have a time machine where you could go back in time and project the Flournoy production that he had last week, I'm not changing the results that happened last week. So that's where I'm gonna stop there. All right, next game we got
Shout out to Iowa Western, baby.
We got the Cincinnati Bengals. They are 14.5-point underdogs against the Green Bay Packers, and the Joe Flacco owns the fucking Green Bay Packers game. The over-under is 44.5. Talk to us, guys. Does Joe Flacco do it again?
I mean, doesn't this just blow your mind? 14.5, yet the Rams are favored by 7.
Dude,
I don't know if I'm taking the points. That's heavy. I'm taking Green Bay money line.
you can't
There's
take
a
the
lot,
money line. The money line.
No, it's terrible, but
yeah.
I know. But
Like,
I guess I'd take the Bengals. Let's ride Bengals in the points, man. 14.5 is a lot. That's heavy.
All right, Mr. Tips.
I'll probably do. I'd take Green Bay money line, throw it into that parlay I've been talking about.
Okay, Mr. Whohams.
I'm probably just not touching it. If I forced to bet something, I'm just gonna say the over 44 because Green Bay may put up 40.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
like
Yeah, I'm gonna say my favorite betting prop here is the over 19.5 receptions or 3.5 receiving yards or 3.5 receptions. 19.5 receptions would be elite. For 3.5 receptions for Chase Brown. When we look at the Green Bay Packers against the running back position, in particular, they give up the most completions. The most receptions allowed per game to opposing running backs on a weekly basis. Second most. They give up 6.5 and third least yards, though. So I would also be inclined to like the under on his longest reception. But 3.5 receptions seems free. But this is not a game I want to bet on. Like, it should be a fantastic matchup in theory for Mike Gesicki. It should be a fantastic matchup in theory for like all the wide receivers combined plus Tucker Kraft.
Romeo Dobbs receptions is nice.
The game script is unpredictable, though. So I don't think anything is a definitive lock. The game script is so unpredictable. I hate it all. I generally hate it all. This is not a game I'm betting on. There's 0 locks I have in this, but I would say the one that makes the most sense is Chase Brown. What about you guys? You guys have ones that you feel strongly about?
not really.
Just Dobbs receptions for me, or possibly the kicker points with whoever's backing up Brandon McManus.
What's T. Higgins look like?
I think McManus is out. I don't know why that's still up there.
41.5 receiving yards and 17.5 longest reception.
Bang that long in there, baby. Flacco with the deep bomb. I like it.
I don't like those.
Where's
I wouldn't
my
start
Flacco?
Taysom Hill. I'll tell you that much, Kyle. No chance.
Yeah, I'm not starting Taysom Hill at all whatsoever. Joe
shouldn't even be on
Flacco
your
will
roster.
expose Green Bay as frauds. Bears fan hoping. God bless you. Bengals D. Oh, we got a $9.99
Nice,
super
nice.
chat from Abby Duta. Hey, gents, 14-team Superflex. Appreciate the super chat, sir. 14-team Superflex stuck between Golden and JMO. Need the ceiling plays since I am the underdog this week. Hart says JMO, but man, it's scary to start him after last game. I think your heart is correct, buddy. You want to chase the high implied point total game. There's going to be a situation where JMO is going to bust a big one.
Yeah.
Because the game script is positive and it's a high implied point total, it's going to be very competitive. Whereas this game that we're talking about right now with Matthew Golden and the Green Bay Packers, the spread's 14.5, so we're not anticipating a lot of air it out approach. Sure, like crazy things can happen, like the Dallas Cowboys tie that we saw with Green Bay or the Cleveland victory, but even then, like, you want to chase the high implied point total. So in theory, I like JMO a lot more. It's 80-20 for me for JMO this week only, though.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super. Anybody disagree? Sleez with the magic fingers, for fuck's sakes.
Go get Sterling Shepard and start him over both.
All right. So the guy
Thank you
donates
later.
money. He gives us a generous contribution.
JMO,
Thank
but I don't
you.
like it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ridley or Pittman from Frosty. I mean, these guys just think Calvin Ridley's the fucking tits this week.
Ridley.
I'm going to say Pittman.
Ridley.
Yeah, Pittman for me.
Yeah.
JT's going to run him over. Bad game script. Ridley's going to feast.
All right, next game. We're almost done, guys. I swear we're almost done. We got the San Francisco 49ers 3-point dogs coming into Tampa. The over-under is 47. I love the over. I hate how far over the writing is. Like, holy fuck, disco centering it's a thing far to the left once again. Yeah, I like the over in this game. Who Hames? What do you like?
Damn, doesn't even give my Niners first. All right, let's see how it is, bro.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I forgot you're a 49ers fan because you bet against them last week. Go ahead, Sleez.
Oh, dude, the number one lock for this game is going to be
No, not the number one lock. Stick to the script. Who's winning? Over, under, spread, pick one, move it on.
Both these teams are beat up. I'm going with the I'm going with the Bucks, dude. Baker doesn't lose.
Wow, a 49ers fan going with the Bucks. Well, you put up all
Clip
that.
Clip that.
Okay, sick.
Going with the I like dude, Baker's hot, man. I'm going with the Bucks.
Pause. PPR.
Clip it again.
Fire's out.
Yeah, I'm going Bucks. Baker's on fire. He's not losing to injured Mac Jones with a depleted offense. But, I kind of thought the same thing the previous week, and San Francisco went out and looked fantastic. Hard to bet against Shanahan. Honestly, if I'm really placing a bet, I'm not touching this game. But if I had to pick, I would go Buccaneers -3.
I love the 47 points. This game's going to be a shootout. Who Hames? What do you got, buddy?
Yeah, I actually really like the 47 as well. And if I had to make a bet, it's on the Bucks. And I mean, once again, it's a West Coast going east. And on top of that, we have so with the Thursday night game last week with the Rams, like the Bucks just seen that happen. They're not going to let those same things happen. Not with a Mac Jones, not without Brock Purdy there. But like I think the extra, like the full week of preparation is a lot different.
Okay. Sleez, what's your favorite prop in this one?
Christian McCaffrey under the 52 rushing yards against the number 6 rushing D Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the run game for the 49ers has not been there without the receivers out there, man. It has not.
Yeah. My number one lock is Christian McCaffrey over 6.5 receptions. When you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they give up the most receiving yards, most receptions historically under Todd Bowles since Todd Bowles has taken over as a head coach. And that continues to be the trend this year. So I'm going to go with CMC over 6.5 receptions. This is fucking free money. Who Hames?
K. Dotton 31.5 receiving.
I love that. What about
you?
29.5.
What does Rashad look like? Scroll up a little bit.
I also love the Mecca book over 74.5 receiving yards. That is fucking fantastic. Rashad White rushing.
Ooh.
58.5, 13.5 longest rush.
I'd probably take I like the receiving yards. I take the over on Rashad White.
24.5 receiving yards. Heard.
Yeah.
Okay. Tonjes or Ertz. I'm going to say Ertz. I like Ertz in a plus matchup against the Chicago Bears. So give me Ertz. Anybody else?
I mean,
I'm Tonjes, baby.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think I'm going San Fran on that one. Ertz broke my heart with the 0. I started him last week. I can't forgive that. He's got to take at least
the same way you cannot chase fantasy production from last week. You cannot fade somebody who was a dud last week.
My heart won't allow me to start Ertz this week. It is what it is.
I respect it.
I own my reasoning.
Hey, God bless you 2 times. Johnny 38 says start Bo Nix, Justin Fields, or Bryce Young. I think unanimously we're all going to say Bo Nix. No?
I would probably end up going Justin Fields there.
Oh, I thought you were going to roll tide on this one.
Nah, I can't lie to you guys. I'm not going.
I don't think it's a good game script for Knicks.
Me either.
Okay, Bo Nix for me. The rest of them saying Fields. Okay, cool.
Sterling Shepard, don't sleep on that one too. 30 yards, that's money.
Yeah,
I would never sleep on Sterling Shepard. I have past slept on Sterling Shepard. All right, we got the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday Night Football. The over-under is 52.5. The Detroit Lions are 2.5-point underdogs. Once again, the Detroit Lions are missing 2 starting corners. With that being said, PPR tips, why don't you take the lead on this one, buddy? What are you liking this?
Yeah, I'm taking the Detroit Lions. I think Kansas City, I don't know. They just don't have the momentum. I think they're really missing Rashee Rice and his playmaking ability. I think Xavier Worthy's injury is slowing him down just enough to kind of hurt that explosiveness that he brings to that offense. And, Detroit, I mean, they got my boy Jahmyr Gibbs there. They're stacked. Amon-Ra, J-Mo, David Montgomery, Sam Laporta. They have so many good, even Isaac Tesla, or however you say his name. I mean, their entire team is just stacked with talent. I would be very surprised if they did not beat Kansas City. I also saw some crazy stat about Jared Goff and how efficient and effective he's been with the ball this year. It's like record breaking, crazy stats on how good he's been. So I'm rolling with Jared Goff, my guy, beating Patrick Mahomes. I think Kansas City's in trouble. They're missing Rashee.
Okay, Sleez.
Heading into week 7, we're going to have the Chiefs at 2-4 and the Ravens at 1-5. Said no one ever. I'm taking the Detroit Lions to win this game. And I like the under. I think everyone's too hyped on a shootout, and it's not going to be that.
So, if you guys are taking Detroit to win, you guys should definitely take Detroit plus 2.5, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
okay.
Points.
Okay. Who Hames?
Just how you're so confused on the Ravens line. I don't understand why Kansas City's favored at all. It doesn't make any sense. I will absolutely take the 2.5 points. As a Chiefs fan, I'm going to take that side instead of the straight up win, just to maybe win twice, right?
Yeah.
I don't expect it, but that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the over on the 52.5. Because I just love it. I think this game goes to 70 without by half. This is going to be fucking insane. I love this game. I also think KC covers by 2.5 because it's just too much for Jared Goff on the road in Arrowhead at night, Sunday Night Football. It's just going to be tough, man. When the weather gets cold, he is not a good outdoor quarterback, and it's a little nippy out there for little Jared Goff. So I apologize, Jared Goff. You're going to lose this week. So when it comes to betting props and betting lines, I will go last year and I'll be on cleanup crew. Who Hames, what you got?
Tyquan Thornton is 23.5 yards.
Yeah.
They have no corners.
Yeah. You like the over?
Yeah, I love the over.
Sleez.
Man. I'm going to go with Sam Laporta under 45.5 because Spagnuolo is just a tight end technician.
I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes over 268.5 passing yards. I think I'm going to ladder that up to 320. What do you got, PPR tips?
I think, one, I love taking anytime touchdowns with the Detroit Lions, so I would lock in an anytime touchdown with my boy Jahmyr Gibbs. I also like, let me see what Amon-Ra is looking like.
6.5 receptions, 71.5.
That's a little pricey for me. Let me see my boy J-Mo.
45.5 receiving yards, 23.5 longest reception.
I'd be willing to take a shot on the 23.5 longest reception. That's really what you're hoping for. He's just right now he's boomer bust. He's going to make a deep play or he's not.
Yeah, that's a great call. I love that call. All right, let's see what the chat's saying.
That boom is going away. It's becoming a bust.
Mentitties says Mantits says sick name. A sub above. That's the guy on the profile picture. It's got to be right. Injuries have killed me. I need to start one of Charbonnet, Judy, or Haskins, Vidal, half PPR. Oh my god, I'm gonna say Jerry Judy, and I fucking hate myself for saying that. What about you guys?
I agree, and I hate myself.
Roll Tide. What do you say?
Roll Tide.
Your answers 99% of the time, if there's an Alabama Crimson Tide player or Dallas Cowboys player, will be an Alabama Crimson Tide player or Dallas Cowboys player 99% of the time.
Pretty accurate.
That's
pretty accurate.
It's but holy fuck. Sleez.
I fade the quarterback, so I don't go crazy, but you know.
Yeah. I do like Jalen Hurts still.
With Dylan Gabriel at quarterback, 33 pass attempts last week. 4 went to the wide receivers. Do not fucking start Jerry Jeudy. God damn it. Put in Zach Charbonnet. Be smart.
Who?
Like, I might even start Haskins over Charbonnet. Like, I don't like Charbonnet this week, but Charbonnet's the safer play.
Okay. Tampon Thornton. Fuck, Zach is still cooking. Dude, 2 hours and 14 minutes, and you are still cooking.
Wow. Bravo to you.
God bless you. Like, this is a marathon every Saturday, but you, sir, have won. You've won the marathon. All right, 2 Monday Night Football games for some fucking reason, and they're both relatively decent games that I want to watch, but I'm going to have to split TVs. It is what it is. The Buffalo Bills coming off of a loss to my New England Patriots on Sunday Night Football last week. They are 4.5-point favorites coming to Atlanta. The over-under is 50, tied for the second highest implied point total on the week. What do you like here, Who?
Oh, man. I think it's just the Bills with the 4.5. Like, and I really like the Falcons this year. Like, I liked them coming in, but I think it's the Bills this week after a loss.
Okay. Sleez?
Oh, dude, gotta agree with Who, but the Bills D is beat to shit though too. They're not getting healthy yet.
I know.
That's the scary part. Could the Falcons off a bye with no Mooney come out and do it? I don't think so. I think I'm still taking the Bills.
Yeah,
it's kind of like PPR said. I don't want to bet on it.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. PPR tips.
Yeah, I'm riding with Josh Allen there. I think I would take the spread, Buffalo. I wouldn't be like dying to take this game in general, but if I had to, I'd go -4.5. I also kind of feel like I would take the under on 50.
Yeah.
That feels
That's what
high.
I was gonna say.
That's probably the one I'm most confident in.
Yeah, I'm going to take Atlanta covering the 4.5. I like Atlanta to cover the 4.5, and I don't want to bet on anything else, respectfully. And then when I'm talking about like props I love. I think 13.5 longest reception for Bijan Robinson's borderline free money. I think his 31.5 receiving yards is very free, but he is a longest reception monster, and it happens more often than not. And this is a plus matchup for running backs in the receiving upside matchup against the Buffalo Bills. So that's my favorite prop in this game. Sleez, what's yours?
Man, I don't really like this game that much. I don't like Kyle Pitts matchup. Drake line's pretty high. Could Algier pop a 9.5 rush for sure? I don't like it. I think I'm gonna go with an interception from Michael Penix.
Oh, over 0.5 interceptions. Okay. Who crew?
Man,
I don't like this game. I'm just saying I like Penix, so I had to pick one.
This is one of the greatest games on the slate. This is going to be just an all-around good football game.
I think it's going to be a good game. I agree with what Disco was saying on Bijan. Like, I don't really want to go. I think a lot of the other stuff is open. I think that one's kind of the play.
Yeah, it's the outlier. I try to find outliers and bet on them. I think this one's the outlier. All right, sweet. Last game, guys. We made it. PPR tips. Jared, you're probably never going to want to do a Saturday night show with us again because this is a fucking marathon. We do this every Saturday.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been good.
After we get the 1,000 questions we get early on, and we're grateful for every question. We'll answer another 1,000 more as long as you guys have them. We'll answer
Wait,
them
babe.
all. We're very grateful for it. Don't get me wrong. But after that, we always go over every single slate and do this. So, and then we're going to finish off with 3 bets. We're not done yet. 4.5-point dogs for the second Monday Night Football game when Chicago comes into Washington. This is the rematch of the Hail Mary that broke the backs of the Chicago Bears and pretty much fucked up their season the rest of the way. It was all downhill from there. The over-under is 50 points. Once again, Bears are 4.5-point dogs Game kicks off at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time in Washington. Tips, I'll let you go first.
I would take. It's actually a little bit tougher than I expected. I think I would take Chicago plus 4.5 there. Yeah, that's what I'm riding with. Chicago plus 4.5.
Got you. Who Hames?
Chicago 4.5.
Sleez.
Bing, 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 bing. I've lauded this up to 62.5. I'm taking the Bears, and this is going to be my shootout game that was Seattle, Tampa Bay last week.
Okay. I respect that. I'm just going to take Washington straight up money line, but I do like the over as well. When it comes to betting props, I will say the one that stands out to me, because this is like free money on a weekly basis, is the 12.5 longest reception for Cole Kmet against the Washington Commanders. They hemorrhage over 16.18 yards per reception to opposing tight ends on a weekly basis. It is borderline free money. So 12.5 is a low-hanging fruit, but 18.5 receiving yards is also one that I'm willing to take as well. And I know that a lot of people hate Cole Kmet, but he's gotten quality targets. They just haven't really translated. Anyone else?
Yeah, I was actually looking for Colson Loveland line. They don't have one, but I do really like JCM longest rush 15.5.
Okay, I love that. Sleez.
JCM's rush yards, and I'm going to throw.
Remember, people are listening audibly. What's the rushing?
69.5 over the rush. I believe it's at right now. I closed my thing out.
Yeah,
and I also like Cairo Santos at 6.5 kicker points.
I also love Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions, by the way. Mr. Tips.
Yeah, I think
and Caleb's passing 234.
Let's see. What's Odunze?
Oh, that's a good call. Odunze's at 67.5 receiving yards, 24.5 longest reception.
Yeah, I would take the over on 67.5 receiving yards for Rome Odunze there. I think dude's just a stud. He's a playmaker. I think he's gonna make it happen.
All right, now comes the moment, guys. There's $5 with each of your name on it. Okay, I'm going to build a ticket in honor of each one of you right now. So whoever wants to go first, you guys could go with a 2-parter. You guys could go all the way up to an 8-parter. 2 props with 3 extra money. 8 props with 100 extra money. Once again, guys, sign up on Drafters using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar. So if you put 25, you have 50. If you put 50, you'll have 100. If you put 75, you'll have 150. And if you put 100, you'll have 200 to use. So your first bet is on your boy, and we got you. Okay. We got a question here. Would you start Keon or Golden this week? Oh, fuck. Hell. Golden. What about you guys?
I'm going Keon there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't trust Green Bay's it's really it's sad because I like Golden, but I just don't trust it.
Yeah, I respect that. Zach says, sorry if I chatted too much, was trying to keep the vibes. Brother, you are perfect. I'm very, very, very grateful for you. Unless Bears D comes through, thank you. You're very welcome, man. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for subscribing. And thank you, everybody who's tuned in, because this is a marathon, but now it's time to cash. Who makes more of an impact, Luther Burden or Loveland? I think Burden's the answer because Loveland just can't get healthy right now. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to go first, and how many props do you want? Sleez, you want to go first?
Nope. You can go who if you want.
I have one built right now.
All right, talk to me.
It's going to be 5. It's going to be the JCM longest rush that we just talked about.
Longest rush, you said?
Yeah, longest. Tyquan Thornton, 23.5, I feel is very free.
Jacoby Brissett expected to start. That was just put out.
Love that. Marvin Harrison Jr. to the moon. This is what we needed, right?
Wow.
What else? Who?
Cade Otton, 29.5. And then we're going to force you to bet 46.5 receiving yards for Calvin Ridley.
Yep, I like it. Dude, that's a lock. Any of those, take them all.
And we're going to make him feel better about it by Brian Thomas over 58.5 receiving yards. We're gonna
over what?
A 58.5 is what I got.
Okay. Down here. Do you want me to safety this or just go for it?
Send it. It's 20x.
Hell yeah. 20x. $5 equals 100 there. That simple with this bet right here. I love that.
I'm gonna give you a 5-hitter off of
Just 1 second.
game.
Drake May or Caleb this week. I think the answer is it's very close, but I think Caleb's ranked higher for me. What do you guys think?
I probably play Caleb. I have him rated like 1 spot ahead, and it's nice to have a Monday Night Football.
Caleb Williams for me.
Sleez?
Caleb.
Okay, what do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a 5-hitter off 1 game. Lock in. Ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Isaiah Davis over 13.5 rushing yards.
Oh, morning game.
And you're gonna have your money by the time the 10 a.m. kicks off. And thank me.
I love that. Sweet.
Yeah.
64.5 rushing for J.K. Dobbins over.
Okay.
24.5 receiving yards for Evan Ingram over. That's way too low. 33.5 receiving yards for Mason Taylor over.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
And Will Lutz 7.5 kicker points over.
Yeah, I like this. Is a very, very good card. This is good.
Yeah.
Bingo.
All right.
I forgot all about the Mason Taylor.
Mr. PPR tips. You got a ticket for me, buddy?
Yeah, I think I can come up with something. Let's go to Ridley.
He likes it. He likes it.
All right.
Yeah, I want the over on the receptions.
3.5 receptions.
And then let's go to Waddle. Let's take the over on the receptions.
5.5. Okay.
Yeah. Keenan Allen.
Fantastic. 53.5.
I'll take that over on the receiving yards.
Okay.
Diggs.
Yes, sir.
Yep, lock that in.
Okay. You're gonna build an 8 for me because it's your first time and probably your last time on the show.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah.
Over on the reception.
Receiving yards or receptions, I like both. It don't matter which one.
I think I'm gonna go receptions on that one.
Okay.
Let's see who else. Let's see what Rico Dowdle's got working.
73.5 rushing yards, 14.5 longest rush, 18.5 receiving yards, 9.5 longest reception. I did do the research. So, like, even though the receptions and receiving yards is the free money in this matchup, he's not getting targeted.
Yeah, I'm actually not loving that now that I'm seeing it. Let's go to. I feel like J.K. Dobbins. I feel like he had something that I liked on his game.
All of it. 64.5 rushing yards.
Screw it. Let's lock that.
Okay. 2 more.
And then let's see. What other games do I think are going to run it? What is Javonte Williams working with?
I like the Javonte rushing yards as well.
74.
74.5 rushing yards.
Yeah, let's lock that.
Love that. One more.
And let's see. One more.
I don't know if I like that Waddle receptions, but I'll ride with you.
What's Jake Ferguson looking like?
48.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, lock that.
49.5. Still taking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We're going to go 6.90 because that's literally the last little bit I have on here. Do we safety it or are we just riding with it?
Oh, no safety. No chance.
All right. So that could win us $690. All right. So now time for mine. I got several. Which one do you guys want? They're all 100 Xers. My goal is to hit a 100 Xer this year. That's it.
All right, hit it. Let's hear it.
Whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you feel best about.
Tyler Warren over. No, I'm going to go with this one. This is my favorite one. Jake Ferguson over 48.5 receiving yards. Ingram over 23.
Wait. Jesus. We got to go through the players. Guy starts rattling off 3. Okay, hang on. Berg is gone.
Ferguson receiving yards is gone.
Gone.
Okay, then swap his with.
It's back. It's back. Never mind. It's back.
Okay. Hunter Henry over 40.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, I love that one.
Evan Ingram over 23.5 receiving yards.
Yep.
Ryan Fitzgerald over 1.5 field goals.
I like that one.
Dicker the kicker over 7.5 kicker points. Will Lutz over 7.5 kicker points. How many more do I got? Jackson Smith and Jigba over his receiving yards.
Or receptions, right? Is what you have.
Yards.
Yeah, you have
yards.
receptions in there.
Yeah, I have a bit of both. Like,
Okay.
like all. I just looked at all mine here. I'm just trying to give you guys one, and I'm going to tail it. How many more do you guys have?
One more.
Quinshawn Judkins over his rushing yards.
Love that one.
Okay, I got a Cameron Dicker, Will Lutz. Who is the third kicker?
Ryan Fitzgerald.
Fitz. Okay.
And it was his field goals, over 1.5 field goals.
Okay, got it.
Hold on.
And my shit won't send it. It says,
Yeah, it says something went wrong.
yeah.
Well, good thing
They're watching the stream. They're like, nah.
They do watch the stream. They do
Season's yards are gone. That's why. Okay.
Okay, so just take the J season reception 6.5.
He's completely offline.
Okay, then
Hang on.
go with Ashton Genty rushing yards.
They're like, remove it.
All right, boys. I gotta hang out with the wife.
Okay, just repeat that to me. Unless who Hames, you could repeat it to me.
I can't because I
got
had to
you, I got you.
refresh and it did nothing.
Evan Ingram over 24.5.
Okay.
Hunter Henry over 40.
Hold on.
Get on that. Genty over 76. Evan Ingram over 24. Will Lutz over 7. Fitzgerald over 1. Judkins over 78. Dicker over 7.5.
Yeah, okay, I'm
Ferguson
on Hunter
over 49.
Henry. Okay, what else was it? Judkins.
Judkins over the rushing. Genty over the rushing. And then your kickers are Lutz and Dicker. You're going over the points. And then you took Ryan Fitzpatrick for 1.5 field goals from the Panthers.
Lutz, Dicker, Fitzpatrick.
You took the 1.5. Yep.
Okay, I'm missing one.
Yeah, I'm missing one too.
Oh,
I
you're
got
probably
Fitzpatrick.
missing Evan Ingram,
No, I got that.
Ferguson, Hunter Henry.
Berg.
No Ferguson.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, boys. It's been a goddamn pleasure for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
PPR,
my
good
Lord,
having you,
boys.
Huhame. Love you
Yep.
guys. I'm heading out.
Every Saturday, guys. Until next time, peace. That's PPR Tips. You can find him on Twitter, on X. That's Sleazebomb. You can find him on Sleazebomb everywhere on Sleazebomb. That's Who Hames. Please go subscribe to Who Hames on YouTube right now, guys. Take a
The
moment.
beard.
The link is in the description. He is the great beard, the great wise one. I'm Disco. I'm your favorite content creator's favorite content creator. And now for the greatest outro in fantasy football. Peace. I love you guys. Thank you so much.